I ain't gotta slide out the rap real quick. I'ma hop out the whip. Cruise down street on foot. AR-15, got 50 in the clip.
Killer. See, they put the R and then they put another R in the circle just for the letter R so special.
If you rep the team, die, know you'll set me high. Big shots, nigga, rep your block. Yeah, best be holding your tongue. The bloody north with him.
I don't know, man. The lighting in here is fucked up.
Die, know you'll set me high. Big shots, nigga, rep your block. Yeah, best be holding your tongue. The bloody north with him. Soldiers is from. 3, 5, 7s and Mac 11, C7. Cock your weapon and stop yelling if you rep 187. I got niggas in the front ready and willing to split you down the middle just like a blunt. So walk out with me. The Lord will not forgive me for shaking up your kidney. Cause you faking the Disney. My niggas lippy and shifty, pissy, Billy, Iggy, Shiggy. We don't give up wiggy. What really, Millie trying to kill the city like crack in the 80s. I'm ready to burn the 80s. My dog's infected with rabies. Not even my father can fit me. You niggas is crazy. Fuck up, fight and learn what these challenges do. You could be as cuckoo as you are. I'm unbalanced too. Fixing the garden, I'm coming to rally you. Had to go splatter you, run you off of your avenue.
While I laugh at you.
My figment of the appearance envious. Run you up the district. If you rep the team, die, know you'll set me high. Big shots, nigga, rep your block. Yeah, best be holding your tongue. The bloody north with him. So
you don't need to see that much of my leg,
if you rep the team, die, know you'll set me high. Big shots, nigga, rep your block. Yeah, best be holding your tongue. The bloody north with him. Soldiers is from. Star City where we blast shots. End of the last block, man mentality, cause all of us niggas stash vibes. Big game harvesting, feeling cash crops. Money growing trees, just turning coke leaf to crack rock. On the block, get a key, keep it padlocked. Innocent animals, watch your dog, jealous rats talk. We pack gloves and smoke weed, we head like Sasquatch. Fuck my niggas, dog, your son to dig you out of the sandbox. Better yet, I crash your planes, spit on the black box. My pussy's highly trained on cocaine, higher for that plug, we that hard. You with my clips is, for instance, the same equivalent as a bed nail in the insects, ridiculous. Most cats is sweet like licorice. Shotties, they move fast, smoke niggas similar to cigarettes. You dig me yet? For the cash, you burn the ass, I belong to burn the fast, leave you colder than the incubator. Rep the team, die, know you'll set me high. Big shots, nigga, rep your block. Yeah, best be holding your tongue. The bloody north where the soldiers is from. Yeah, rep the team, die, know you'll set me high. Big shots, nigga, rep your block.
That's famous TV sets coming in handy there. That's reflective as hell, right?
I'm from the city where they keep it gully. Pretty niggas robbing out of city niggas, homie. Camping trees, niggas screaming by the OGs. All we do is hold G's. No, please, you small time like the little leagues. Pussy niggas bleed when they fuck with me. Turn like a track star when they fuck with me. I ain't buckshot, but I buck shots, homie. I pack the hollows for the cops only. It's all real in the hood. They call me abs and still. Beside my abs, they're still. I make you feel still in your abs for real. Cook coke like a gourmet chef, perfection. See my dope flow stack up, erection. Not mention me getting love for hoes. Attention, we don't love them hoes. Lazy spark the drill, double crack the mo. Niggas don't want war cause they lack the toast.
Yeah, rep the team, die, know you'll set me high. Big shots, nigga, rep your block. Yeah, best be holding your tongue. The bloody north where the soldiers is from. Yeah, rep the team, die, know you'll set me high. Big shots, nigga, rep your block. Yeah, best be holding your tongue. The bloody north where the soldiers is from.
Instrumental.
Let out a blitz burn, nigga. Burn, nigga. Apple baby. Yeah, yeah. Hey, cruising down the street with my AR, strapped in the whip.
So if you don't know, I get fucking leg ulcers bad. My legs itch and get irritated and shit for no reason. What is the reason?
We seen it from far. Cruising down the street with
So I
my
just rub my fucking
AR,
legs.
strapped in the whip. We all trying to score. They get low, cause these hit hard. Strap out of 10. We seen it from far. I ain't gotta slide out the rifle real quick. I'ma hop out the whip real quick. Cruise down street on freaky R15, got 50 in the clip. Can't run from this. Ain't no kicking and shoot through bricks. Strong to blast him donkey shit. Block full fat with the rubber grip. Ooh. Oh, Chris don't read no clues. Doing nights with crews. You think your stick don't move. Fletch, I spit that hey, cruising down the street with my AR. Strapped in the whip. We all trying to score.
Hey, these 3M, the people that made my teeth.
Flip cars. Ride hand the
Stop nails from the nail
we seen it from far. Cruising down the street with my AR. Strapped in the whip. We all trying to score. Big get low, cause these hit hard. Strap out of 10. We seen it from far. No trap bags when I come through. Them niggas know how easy. Only herbs and mouth shots when the cops can't get no clues. I put in work, but that's never wet. And I put in work that chop too. AK like Bruce Lee, got cake back, no kung fu. Young nigga with a lot of cash, running swag. I fuck this bitch and passed her to the class. He mad, he has me pound, so we can't have the sass. No conversation in my Jason mask. Hey, cruising down the street with my AR. Strapped in the whip. We all trying to score. Better get low, cause we flip cars. Ride hand the 10. We seen it from far. Cruising down the street with my AR. Strapped in the whip. We all trying to score. Better get low, cause these hit hard. Strap hand the 10. We seen it from far.
Bustin' these bricks, cruising my strip, I feel like the shit. Money ain't shit, a bitch ain't shit, I'm trying to get rich. Shooting their yards, ain't shooting out of cars, pop out and I blitz. Me and bro don't mix, a brick full of kicks, ain't selling on the next. I'm feeding my thoughts to the yards I got.
The best thing in the world to do if you get a break is to sell nicks. Chips, nicks from bricks.
Ain't changed, never told, kept it real. Sitting there, chop, try to get a couple meals. Out here, the chop, might taking them pills.
Cruising down the street.
Ain't snitching. Why you gotta tell us if that's the case? That should be the last thing on your mind.
Better get low, cause we flip cars. Ride hand the 10. We seen it from far. Cruising down the street with my AR.
Blind people taking shots at me.
We all trying to score.
Hold it a little
Better
bit.
get low, cause these hit hard. Strap out of 10.
Hold it for a minute. Yeah, keep holding it. You're all squinting. I can't take the picture because you're squinting.
Do 4 niggas like Rambo, AR the commando. Hop up with the mop, up slide off the bando. I spot me camo, XD don't stand up. Shots flip through his flannel, then it's back to the bando. Bandos up on the floor, though. Baked up like 6'4". Stop through, that's a quick score. Hit his stain at the kick door. He ain't gang, he ain't this for. Get off through, he ain't like that. He ain't with trash right back. Think it best for a night cap. Pair of shit for it right back. No cut, give it right back. Right back
down the street with my AR. Strapped in the whip. We all trying to score. Better get low, cause we flip cars. Ride hand the 10. We seen it from far. Cruising down the street with my AR. Strapped in the whip. We all trying to score. Better get low, cause these hit hard. Strap hand the 10. We
This,
seen it
how
from
do you do
far.
that just now? What the fuck? That's not right.
chillin' with my boys and I can hit it so whoop, so whoop, so whoop. I'm just chillin' with my boys and I can hit it so whoop, so whoop, so whoop. I'm just chillin' with my boys and I can hit it so whoop, so whoop, so whoop. I'm just chillin' with my boys and I can hit it so whoop, so whoop, so whoop. I'm just chillin' with my boys and I can hit it so whoop, so whoop, so whoop. I'm just chillin' with my boys and I can hit it so whoop, so whoop, so whoop. I'm just chillin' with my boys and I can hit it so whoop, so whoop, so whoop. I'm just chillin' with my boys and I can hit it so whoop, so whoop, so whoop.
Well, I don't know what's wrong with this, but it's been acting weird. Well, that could be anything.
What's up, bro? So you said I could rap in all my songs, son? Well, how about you suck on this one, you little bitch? Oh, yeah, that's me. You're sick, you're disgusting, you're a dick, fucking prick, fucking user, fucking loser, you will never amount to shit. You're sick, you're disgusting, you're a dick, fucking prick, fucking user, fucking loser, you will never amount to shit. Damn, what is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you? Think you flex on me and everything will stay cool? You have got another thing coming, I'm about to bring that pain, I'ma make you say my name, I'ma make you into a joke, you can dodge fucking croak, you can always fucking croak. If you try to step to me, you will all just fucking see. You are just a joke to me. There is nothing you can say that could ever bring me down. You have already lost, you stupid fucking clown. Can't you see? I don't fuck around. This ain't a game. When I talk about my name, I will enter the Hall of Fame. I'm a beast you cannot name. Can you really say the same? No, you can't. You just a little baby back bitch that got yourself locked in the back of the pantry closet. You're so lucky you haven't lost it. I'm gonna be like a fucking vomit. You're so gross, I'm about to bomb. You can hold on to my pocket, bitch. You're sick, you're disgusting, you're a dick, fucking prick, fucking user, fucking loser, you will never amount to shit. You're sick, you're disgusting, you're a dick, fucking prick, fucking user, fucking loser, you will never amount to shit. Holy fuck, I'm gonna laugh so hard it makes me fucking cry every time you try to spit your dirty raps at me. Are you blind, mentally challenged, that you have it stuck up in your head, that you even close to me, bitch? No, you ain't, you are trash that belongs in the fucking dumpster. I'm so fucking high up, come and see, I can't even see the ground. Everywhere I look around, you are nowhere to be found. Wanna go another round? Ha! Let's see you try. Motherfucker, you ain't got shit on me. Listen to me, plain and see. Listen to me as I tear this out. Where you are right around. You have no fucking clue who the fuck it is that I messed with. What the fuck you gonna do when I come on blowing through? Are you gonna talk shit about my mom, about my sis, about my girl? Shit, dude. Leave them all the fuck alone. You don't even really fucking know them, so shut the fuck up. Nah, 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 nah. You're a gay ass bitch. Nah, 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 nah. You're a dumbass, you guys fool. Nah, 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 nah. You really think you have a chance? Ha ha ha. Looks to me like you ran out of steam. You're sick, you're disgusting, you're a dick, fucking prick, fucking user, fucking loser, you will never amount to shit. You're sick, you're disgusting, you're a dick, fucking prick, fucking user, fucking loser, you will never amount to shit. Yeah, yeah, you will never amount to shit. Yeah, yeah, you better fucking give up now. You already know what it is. CTMMG. Trying hard, like there's no tomorrow. Move militant, call me terracotta. I'll make you disappear, call me Harry Potter. Boy, I got moves like a globe trotter. 100,000 on the double, boy,
chest, kinda hard to swallow. Money make it go away, just give me dollars. Step into the world, I'm a drug dealer. Cocaine way first up, see you later. Cowabunga, dude, boy you such a hater. I be getting to this money, all I see is paper. And I never fall off like a skyscraper. And I'm the shit, ho, no toilet paper. Mr. Schizo, psychopath regulator. Serving these plates like a motherfucking generator. Running these streets like a Terry Fox demonstrator. Holding this throne like a motherfucking king. Diamonds on my neck, I'm a champion. Simply and possessed, cause all we do is win. I grind hard, like there's no tomorrow. Move militant, call me terracotta. Make them disappear, call me Harry Potter. Boy, I got moves like a cold trotter. 100,000 on the double, boy, that's on tomorrow. Mama's boy, never had a father. Got some demons in my chest, kinda hard to swallow. Money make it go away, just give me dollars. Rap time, had to take a half turn from the crack rhyme. Running the show, son, everyone wanna throw at the flow. Ready for war, heavy artillery. For all my enemies try to get ready. I ain't stressing that.
It's not a bad track.
They told me them wicks and niggas is back.
That one is something different. I need something. Sing freaking artist.
John Gotti, CTM Music Group, baby. Woo! Bow. Yeah, I'm trying to get the paper, I'm just trying to get rich. We're doing for the big face, dead presidents. I got a Lamborghini dream, still got Mercedes tips. And yeah, I'm top, but I'm looking for a lick. You gotta get it how you live a life is like this. And yes, I need 36 a whole fucking brick. Rolling through the city, got a Louis Low son. And I tell these motherfuckers, yeah, I get my smoke on. Cheech, Sean, bust out the bomb. Working all day, flipping bricks by the yard. And you can try to do it, don't quit your day job. The streets need just to make the times feel hard. That's why I got all these tattooed scars. Chilling in the city bar, rolling in the fancy cars. Swearing I'm a superstar. Yeah, I look like a model. B-I-O-R. Money in the rubber band, stack it till you can't work. Yeah, I got the trade price, got a real loud bar. I do the dirt in the dark, fucking do it broad day. I got some inventories, AKs, SKs, long range, short range. Let's stay no brain. Cool like Kitty, motherfucker, crime pays. Yeah, we're trying to get the paper, I'm just trying to get rich. We do it with the big face, dead presidents.
Fuck you, I know what you just tried to do.
Yes, I'm a bomber. You gotta get it how you live a life is like this. And yes, I need 36 a whole fucking brick.
Motherfuckers.
So do your thing, and I can do my thing. No, we can do your thing.
It's showtime, your time to shine. Escalating at a pace, got no time to be blind. I get it, got it good, you're doing what you shouldn't. Let me tell you that you've been misunderstood. I'm doing my thing, and you're doing yours. Making life happen and dreaming of the goals. You're dreaming of me, and I'm dreaming world tours. And I think it's very sexy when you show me your full force. And dressing, caressing, get the best of me. I can be your best friend if you let me see what you believe. Honestly, the perfect life could be that, honey. I'll support you in the front row seats. And baby, you can do your thing, and I can do my thing. The we can do a thing. Say, baby, you can do your thing. So do your thing, and I can do my thing. The we can do a thing. Baby, you can do your thing, and I can do my thing. The we can do a thing. Say, baby, you can do your thing. So do your thing, and I can do my thing. The we can do a thing.
Fuck you, I didn't even get the thing rolled.
Why don't you come around here and I'll make you feel right at home? From the couch to the floor, we'll be in the zone. Let's get it on till the dawn. Rise, kissing in the midst of the prairie horizon. Honeymoon chemistry is what I'm feeling from you. A perfect love story with a rough draft prelude. I wanna make it right and follow right through. Honey, breakfast in bed is something I can do for you. Eat your mangoes from the tip of my tongue, and I can get it on. So baby, give me some, and I can give you some, and we can go from there. Keep it PG, but you see what I mean. Let's go walk, let me walk and trail and watch the sunset as the moon and sun rails. Get rocks by the river and sit on the beach. Quiet times in the city can never be beat. So baby, you can do your thing, and I can do my thing. The we can do a thing. Say, baby, you can do your thing. So do your thing, and I can do my thing. The we can do a thing. It's showtime, your time to shine. Escalating at a pace, got no time to be blind. I get it, got it good. You're doing what you shouldn't. Let me tell you that you've been misunderstood. I'm doing my thing, and you're doing yours. Making life happen and dreaming of the goals. You're dreaming of me, and I'm dreaming world tours. And I think it's very sexy when you show me your full force. And dressing, caressing, get the best of me. I can be your best friend if you let me see what you believe. Honestly, the perfect life could be that, honey. I'll support you in the front row seats. And baby, you can do your thing, and I can do my thing. The we can do a thing. Say, baby, you can do your thing. So do your thing, and I can do my thing. The we can do a thing. Baby, you can do your thing, and I can do my thing. The we can do a thing. Say, baby, you can do your thing. So do your thing, and I can do my thing. The we can do a thing.
Almost, fuck it.
Uh-oh. I haven't frozen yet. Okay, go to the next thing. Okay, press play.
I don't know why it does that. That's not a huge problem. So I can just press play and it keeps going. I don't know why it does that. All the fucking weird glitches I get, that's a minor one I can live with.
Thinking about taking you home. Me and you, shawty, yeah, finna get it on. I'm hot when I do my thing. You hot too when you do your thing. We hot when we do a thing. So let's do a thing, baby girl. Yeah, let's do a thing. Let's do a thing, baby girl. Yeah, let's do a thing. Let's do a thing, baby girl. Yeah, let's do a thing. Riding down 8th Street, suckers wanna hate me. Probably cause they see me sitting shawty with their ladies. I'm fly, should've known better. Everybody know that I'm a real go-getter. Go get your girl, go get your chick. See you do your thing, baby girl, with them hips. You an angel in disguise, you a devil in disguise. I'm a devil in disguise, we can get it on, girl. Come to my world, we can get this thing poppin'. I'll show you things you never seen, girl, and I ain't stopping. Roll through the hood, everybody know me. Only 21 and I'm a 3 OG. Yeah, let me do my thing, I wanna hear you sing my song when I rap to it. Yeah, took a break from the game, when saying now I'm back to it. Thinking about taking you home. Me and you, shawty, yeah, finna get it on. I'm hot when I do my thing. You hot too when you do your thing. We hot when we do a thing. So let's do a thing, baby girl. Yeah, let's do a thing. Let's do a thing, baby girl. Yeah, let's do a thing. Let's do a thing, baby girl. Yeah, let's do a thing. I wanna do my thing. She wanna do a thing. Up in the studio, bet I can make a sing. Real 6 represent a Saskatoon soldier. Reppin' my city, man, but I thought I told ya. I'm fly, she fly too. And when it's time to ride, I know she gon' ride too. Why hide you? You a good girl. Roll with me, you be living in a good world. Thinking about taking you home. Like the way you do that, baby, girls get it on. Girl, I put it on for my city, man. And I'm a bad boy, like Diddy, man. Girl, come get your game check. Swear of the moment, baby, I ain't giving weight checks. And I'm all about my game, man. Get famous, that's the one and only game plan. Thinking about taking you home. Me and you, shawty, yeah, finna get it on. I'm hot when I do my thing. You hot too when you do your thing. We hot when we do a thing. So let's do a thing, baby girl, yeah, let's do a thing. Let's do a thing, baby girl, yeah, let's do a thing. Let's do a thing, baby girl, yeah, let's do a thing. Girl, you turn me up. Girl, you turn me on. Girl, you turn me up. Girl, you turn me on. Ain't nobody really do it like this. Ain't nobody really do it like this. Girl, you turn me up. Girl, you turn me on. Girl, you turn me up. Girl, you turn me on. Ain't nobody really do it like this. Ain't nobody really do it like this. Baby, let's get it. We already got it. Triple R reppin'. Swear I can't stop it. Rapping ain't a hobby. Rapping my life. You do this once a month. I do this every day and every night. Girls take flight. Fly like a G6. Go hit the club till I'm buck and I see 6. Go meet some different women. Go sip a Patron. Go party till I feel like taking someone home. Thinking about taking you home. Me and you, shawty, yeah, finna get it on. I'm hot when I do my thing. You hot too when you do your thing. We hot when we do a thing. So let's do a thing, baby girl, yeah, let's do a thing. So let's do a thing, baby girl, yeah, let's do a thing. So let's do a thing, baby girl, yeah, let's do a thing.
The fuck?
Y'all said me never did I want you. Oh Lord, me tell you.
I was gonna put on the business report, but fuck it. We'll run another business up there.
What?
But the split only burns once.
Yo, take 'em out, bring 'em out dead. Westwood, hit 'em in the head. 1 gun, 2 gun, 3 gun, 4, you're 5. It's all about crime. Yo, murder. Who the hell heard up? Them Westwood, put your bike at them. Them boys, me, murder. Me never have peace. We make a black tape. Come on. Jump in the black sheep. Niggas can't play. No way. The shit he plays. I speak the sex. No way. Sex the black queen. Yeah. England. And everything a thing. What we bringing is the demon and a fiend for the views. Come on. Move, get public on the views. Yeah. We just choose it. So burn the flag. Cause I'm on that rebel shit. The level kick 10. That's on the ass. Yeah. Pass when you drag. To the north, to the south, to the east, to the west. Foot. Go on. Yeah. Bridge. What? Fall it down. The bridge is falling down. DJ Westwood. That's fucking crazy.
I turn it on with 5-foot kicks. Hits in Westwood whip. But the DJ's on the mix. That ain't all that hip. So don't skip the dial. My niggas, that's style. Now you can't get the chance to guess new music in that style. He's scratching. Put in black and blue. Cruise and crashes. No wonder I tune that radio show. Jam. Phones get slammed. Pow! Ooh, it hurts so bad when I smile. Because the honest from the proud. Niggas suave and yo, you know now. The nigga break is falling down. What falling down? The nigga break is falling down. Westwood is getting crazy. Dirty mugging up the red. Cha. Now it's time to get live. When Westwood's the best. Come on. Feel the vibration from the station. The pumping frustrations in the nation. What? The bridge is falling down. It's falling down. It's falling down. The bridge is falling down. They got it out with the wrong nigga proper. The rap out for the mother. Plus, a cap for Westwood, you ain't no other. Pull this freaking shade, your lady pray for your maker. 2 in the heart, the flip in the head. Radio, get your worry. Up Westwood, you can get the ass buried. Cause when it's a full moon, you get a chill in his mind. And he loses his mind, look at a shoulder, and nickel plate at night. Your blood clot warrior, roster, imposter. You sweat Westwood and may not know why. Going up from Westwood, you just don't die. Either crazy like sticking on your motherfucker. Marijuana. I want some marijuana. You're on.
That's too harsh. I like it, but it's too harsh. You hear that? Oh, I love this one too. I know what I'm gonna do.
Good morning. This is Tuesday, the 10th of March. For Scott Burnett, I'm Asher Roth.
Here's this hour.
Ontario's latest case of COVID-19 has been diagnosed at a hospital in Brampton on the same day the virus claimed its first Canadian casualty.
Except for the woman who owns her voice and so on and so forth.
Causing concert cancellations, empty crowds at one NHL rink, and the lockdown of an entire country.
The province pledges financial help to Eglinton businesses struggling to make ends meet after years of crosstown construction. As the Elementary Teachers Federation of Ontario announces further strike action, the provincial government confirms they're heading back to the bargaining table this week.
Raptors beat the Jazz at Salt Lake City on the second half of a back-to-back, and the Leafs may be getting Morgan Riley back sooner rather than later. Sports at 15.
Coming off another sell-off for Bay and Wall Street's history books, one analyst thinks some market paralysis could be next. We're on Provincial Budget Watch today with Quebec.
You start hauling on them, they go up. That's good to know.
Time 12:01. Time for traffic and weather together on the ones. Good morning, Craig Gear. Hey, good morning, Asher and Caitlin. This report brought to you by Don Valley North Lexus. So a couple problems out there. We'll start on the northbound DVP north of Lawrence. 2 left lanes are blocked with this collision. Mercy Cruise and Toronto Transportation are all on the scene here. So just a single right lane is open as you go by this issue. The good news is it's not terribly jammed up. You're backed up right from Lawrence, and it's a pretty slow go. As you can exit onto Lawrence if you want to try to get around it faster than if you think you can get around it faster, you can exit out Lawrence, I guess. But it really doesn't look too bad. So there's that first crash. The second one is on the westbound 401 south of the airport in the express. 2 right lanes are blocked for this vehicle rollover cleanup that's happening. They've also shut down the south of airport express to collector transfer. So you won't be able to transfer here and use the 410 if that's where you usually transfer to the collectors at the one south of the airport. You can get onto the 403, no problem. But to do the 410, just follow the signboards if you're west on the 401. Use the 409 and the 427, and then you can get into the collectors that way, and you should have no problems. The rest is construction. At Huron, Ontario, the ramps to the highway westbound 401 are closed. We're looking at delays from Huron, Ontario over to west of Huron, Ontario, approaching Mavis in the collectors. It's heaviest where you just have a single left lane open. The Mavis ramps to the west 401 are also blocked off this morning because of maintenance work. Northbound Morningside ramp to the west 401 is closed. We have a stalled vehicle west of Leslie in the express blocking a right lane. Northbound Allen ramp to the highway, that's closed as well too. Toronto-bound QEW over top the Burlington Skyway, more moving construction now. They're in the 2 left lanes. At Don Valley North Lexus, lease the redesigned 2020 Lexus RX 350 from just $258 bi-weekly for 36 months. Visit DonValleyNorthLexus.com for details. Your next report at 12:11. Here's the forecast with Adam Stiles.
Light rain takes us in through the morning hours, and it's going to last until about 2 or 3 in the afternoon before it starts to clear out. Daytime highs today are 11 degrees, falling temperatures expected as we go into the evening hours today. Likely going to be dropping closer to the mid-single digits by sunset. Winds are going to be shifting from the southwest to the northwest, as high as 50 kilometers per hour. A soggy start, mild temperatures, a high of 11 degrees.
Right now in downtown Toronto, it is overcast and 13. 12 at Pearson with some cloud cover. 680 News Time, 12:04.
Well, Ontario is reporting its latest case of the novel coronavirus. A Brampton woman in her 30s with no recent travel history who is now in self-isolation. This marks a total of 35 cases in this province.
Meantime, Canada has its first death from COVID-19, an elderly man at a nursing home in North Vancouver. This comes as the feds work to bring home more than 200 people stuck on a cruise ship docked in California due to the virus.
Stop doing that.
680's Cormac McSweeney.
A man in his 80s is believed to be the first person to have passed away from coronavirus. He was living in a senior's home in North Vancouver. Over the weekend, officials have confirmed 2 residents have been diagnosed with the virus. Now, this news came after Canada's Chief Public Health Officer, Dr. Teresa Tam, had warned the spread of COVID-19 keeps evolving.
The risk to the general population within Canada is still low, but this could change rapidly.
Meanwhile, Dr. Tam is now urging all Canadians to avoid all travel on cruise ships, describing them as breeding grounds for viruses. For the passengers on the Grand Princess ship in California, they now face 2 weeks of quarantine at CFB Trenton. The cruise line will be paying for the evacuation flight, but in the future, the government is warning not all Canadians are guaranteed repatriation.
You keep saying that. You said that last
And the next
time.
few San Jose Sharks home games could be played in an empty arena. Northern California's Santa Clara County has announced a ban on events of 1,000 people or more beginning at 12 a.m. Wednesday. Public Health Officer Dr. Sarah Cody says it's an effort to contain the spread.
Just since last Thursday's press conference, we've announced an additional 32 cases, bringing the total from 11 to 43. Of those 43 cases, 21 are not from travel or close contacts, but likely spread from community transmission.
ban will remain in place for 3 weeks, but airports, shopping centers, offices, and places of transit are not affected. So far, the NHL has yet to announce how it will respond.
Meantime, all 4 major sports leagues in North America will restrict access to locker rooms to protect players from exposure to coronavirus. ABC's Alex Stone has more.
In a joint announcement, Major League Baseball, Major League Soccer, the National Basketball Association, and the National Hockey League all announcing that they are going to lock down their locker rooms to only players and essential staff because of novel coronavirus. Media and other visitors will not have access to locker rooms. This begins on Tuesday. The league saying they will take further steps if necessary. Alex Stone, ABC News.
And in Europe, Italy is taking drastic measures to contain the coronavirus outbreak, with officials now placing the entire country on lockdown.
Italy is the worst hit nation in Europe, with 463 virus-related deaths and over 9,000 confirmed cases. Now only essential travel to, from, and within all of Italy is allowed. Around 60 million people will effectively be placed under quarantine. Italy's prime minister is urging residents to stay at home. He says people should not move around apart from for work and emergencies, and the closure of schools and universities across the country is being extended until April 3rd. Across Italy, museums are closed, weddings are canceled, and restaurants are being told to keep patrons over 3 feet apart. I'm Phil Martino. 680 News Time, 12:07. 90s rockers Pearl Jam postponing the first leg of their spring tour due to the coronavirus outbreak. And the Seattle-based band says they've been told large gatherings high on the list of things to avoid as the global health crisis grows. And they have a group of fans who travel far and wide to see them play. A statement on their website reads, "We have and will always keep the safety and well-being of our supporters a top priority. A March 18th stop at Toronto Scotiabank Arena was supposed to be their first date on the tour, but the band says original tickets will be honored for new dates."
This portion of the news is brought to you by your Toronto area Ford dealers. Well, it's the road where construction never ends, and it's had a major impact on small businesses. Now shop owners along Eglinton will be getting some help.
Transportation Minister Caroline Mulroney announcing today the province is putting $3 million additional towards helping Eglinton business owners who have been struggling to survive after years of crosstown construction. Midtown Councillor Mike Cole says it's a good start.
The main thing is that it's recognizing that they got to partner with the city and small business. So the fact they've made that recognition is very significant.
Now the support comes after Eglinton businesses found out last month they'd be suffering another setback. Metrolinx announcing the LRT would be delayed into 2022. Cole says in addition to the funding, Metrolinx and the province will also explore the possibility of opening part of the LRT sooner to clean up some of that construction mess. I'm Karen Seelwyn.
Happening now, a portion of Line 1, the Young University subway line, is closed for installation of the automatic train control signaling system. Shuttle buses are running between Shepherd and St. Clair. Regular service will resume for the morning rush. It's the first of 4 nightly closures on that stretch of Line 1 this week.
And Premier Doug Ford will be in Scarborough later this morning for a transit announcement. He'll be joined by by the province's Transportation Minister, Infrastructure Minister, and several local MPPs. Ford is scheduled to speak at 8:30 this morning at the Ministry of Transportation's maintenance garage on Kennedy Road. We'll check your gas prices next.
680 News Time, 12:09.
This is
680 News.
Let's do some F-150 math.
How many times is he gonna say we're not bringing anybody home except these guys, but then no more? You know, except those guys, but then no more. Fuck. They're under quarantine, except we're gonna fly them here and then let them go.
You know who it is. Pull up to the club with a pretty little bitch. She don't come inside though, that's a side man. That's for a couple hundreds for a honey dance to my crib. I don't know why them girls like me. Everywhere I go, some bitches, man, trying to fight me. Maybe it's the white thing, maybe it's my Nikes, maybe it's my fucking chain, bitch. I stay icy, I stay G'd up, shoes on my feet up. You don't like it from sucker dick, I squeeze nerves. Baby, these nerves, they fuck a lot of bitches. I'm sleeping with your girl, shit, you sleeping with the fishes. When I get up in riches, low, I fuck the fucking clickers. It's young flat up in this business, ain't my phone the sickest, the quickest. Motherfucker, I'll be better than that. Shorty looking like a freak, I'm gon' have. Yeah, shorty, get it up from me. Cause she got damn good to kick it right down. Yeah, shorty, get it up from me. Cause she got damn good, we look fucking up the stage like. Yeah, shorty, get it up from me. Cause she got damn good to kick it right down. Yeah, shorty, get it up from me. Cause she got damn good, we look fucking up the stage like. I know you're feeling it, I know you're looking my way because I'm to your shit. And if you really want to, you can see my place. See you up on my knees looking out at your face. I know you like that, please keep it hard. In the head, you're screaming out, oh my God. Oh dear Lord, with the mic so large and I'm always so tough. In the middle, on the bottom, if you need to cut the pieces of good work to handle. I'm on it, smoking up big bags and calling out weed. Crazy killers with the hope that's on it. You told me to bring it up on it, no doubt about it. Please put your hands up. What the hell is shouting? You know you sell email, make a text about it. Get fucked, get the show, have sex about it. Good time in the back, no doubt about it. Yeah, shawty, get it off from it. Cause she got damn good to kick it right down. Yeah, shawty, get it off from it. Cause she got damn good, we look fucking up the same like. Yeah, shawty, get it up from it. Cause she got damn good to kick it right down. Yeah, shawty, get it up from it. Cause she got damn good, we look fucking up the same like.
Today's the high temperature, 11 degrees. Right now in downtown Toronto, it is overcast and 13. And Pearson Airport, similar conditions, and 12 degrees. 680 news time, 12:13. Well, minutes before threatening more rotating strikes, if a deal wasn't reached, Ontario's public elementary school teachers were called back to the bargaining table with the province.
The announcement comes after weeks of silence between the province and the Elementary Teachers Federation of Ontario, the union representing more than 80,000 education workers.
He missed a real opportunity to get back to the table. Over the last 2 weeks of leaving the phone, during that time, our members were in their classrooms teaching students. Who
says the union will resume rotating strikes Monday after the March break if a deal that supports students, educators, and the future of public education cannot be reached. However, Education Minister Stephen Lecce says the unions are fighting for their priorities, including enhancing benefits and wages and hiring practices based on seniority.
And to be quite frank, I'm fighting for our students, and I've proven that through reasonable and measured proposals.
The two parties set to meet on Wednesday. I'm Michelle Mackey, 680 News Time, 12:14.
Killer deals, killer service, killer team. Join the family at Bond Chrysler Fiat. When you buy a new or used car, truck, or SUV from Bond Chrysler Fiat, you can rest assured you'll be satisfied from the moment you walk in till the moment you drive off the lot. Need service? Their killer team of technicians will get you back on the road quickly. Right now, lease the 2020 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo 4x4 for 48 months with 18,000 kilometers a year for $239 bi-weekly plus tax with $2,700 down. Visit BondChrysler.com.
First, your disability insurer denies your long-term disability claim, and then your employer threatens to fire you if you don't return to work. Sound familiar? My name is Aaron Waxman, and if your disability insurer denies your disability claim for any reason, or if your employer threatens to fire you because you're too sick to work, call me at 416-661-4878. And don't worry about upfront legal fees, because there are none. At my law firm, we only get paid when you get paid. And before you call, you should always remember that there are no bad questions. 416-661-4878 or on your cell phone at pound LTD.
This is All News Radio, 680 News.
An overcast sky and 13 degrees in downtown Toronto. Good morning from the 680 News Broadcast Center. I'm Asher Roth. Here are the top stories this hour. Another case of COVID-19 has been announced in the GTA. A Brampton woman in her 30s. The Ministry of Health says she obtained it through close contact and is now at home in self-isolation. It comes as Canada reports its first death
isn't that
at a
community
senior's home in
spreading?
BC. Around the world, California's Santa Clara County has banned public gatherings of 1,000 people or more, which includes at least 3 San Jose Sharks.
You got 100
games.
people and one sick guy shows up.
Has postponed the
What the
first
fuck's the
leg of their
difference?
spring tour because of the virus. Fears of a recession caused the markets to plunge, and Italy, the entire country, has been placed on lockdown. And a heads up, if you're riding the Rocket tonight, there is no subway service on Line 1, the Young University Spadina line between Shepherd and St. Clair stations. It's because of work on the Crosstown LRT. Shuttle buses are running. Regular service resumes at 6 a.m. Time for 680 Sports, brought to you by Mercedes-Benz Newmarket from Sportsnet 590 The Fan. It's Show Ali. Show.
Thanks, Asher. Well, the Raptors gutted out a 101-92 win on the road against the Jazz, and afterwards, Nick Nurse was happy they gave themselves a...
It's the nights you don't play good that you get frustrated. But when you're playing well and you know it can go either way, the building's rocking
The
and
nights
rolling,
you don't
and you just
play
keep
good,
on
but when
doing
you're
your
playing
thing
well,
and
you
make
know
sure
it's
to make
good
great
and well.
reads
But
play tough defense and limit them to one. And
I should have said
keep
well.
yourself in with a chance.
Some injury news as well as North Howell sprained his left ankle. It's a man on Saturday when they take on the Detroit Pistons. Right now in the NHL as the Kings lead the Avs 2-0 in the first intermission.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Christ, Samson, be not, let the beat ride. Yeah. Hey yo, you know I'm about to go off. Nova Scotian show off. With flows that's doper than an Okanagan go off. The homie Brody told me he had a beat, he needed me to flow on. So we formed together like Ultron. Shit so sick, it'll make you wanna throw up. Sicker than a mix of liquor, piss, and coleslaw. So raw, disgusting. Nikolai Volkov with the punches and I'm lunging with a bunch of them. Stuff them in your ugly grin for lunch again. A microwave a hungry man until he's fucking dead. Understand? I'm an animal, a baboon, an orangutan with tattoos. Driving up fast food, swing 'em a dang-a-lang. Hang with me. You're probably catching the couple chargers. I'm not the hardest, I'm just an artist. You motherfucker are trying to do what to harm me. Don't be dumb. You should have come with an army plus some rum and some drugs ready to party.
I don't know where my mind is, my mind's lost. I don't know if I'll find it or I'm fucked. All I know is this.
You won't put this shit on like that's the shit.
Cause I don't know where my mind is, my mind's lost. I don't know if I'll find it or I'm fucked. All I know is this.
You won't put my shit on like holy shit.
Yeah. Doing blow until I throw up. Coke all in my nose crust. Don't trust Brody when he's smoking that stuff. Me and Christopher the illest for sure. Mr. Bitch was in trouble before. Ditching and stick my dick in the corpse. Drinking till I'm dizzy, drunk and piss on the floor. Fucking your bitch until the clitoris sore. I'm on a mission for the riches and whores. I bottle of the liquor with some pills I can snort. This the sort of shit I spit for kicks when I'm bored. East Coast rider shit. Weed smoke light a split. We don't like a snitch. Beast mode fight a bitch. Depot got on with some heat. So violent. G cold silent, jeans gold slider past my cheeks, so 90s with a mean cold smile. I'm a G, no lie. I got a bottle of the Keats and I think I'm gonna drink, so I'm peace and don't find me.
I don't know where my mind is, my mind's lost. I don't know if I'll find it or I'm fucked. All I know is this.
You won't put this shit on like that's the shit.
Cause I don't know where my mind is, my mind's lost. I don't know if I'll find it or I'm fucked. All I know is this.
You won't put my shit on like holy shit. Now ain't that some shit? Holy shit.
It'll take me an hour to finish that, right?
1804 man, it's easy on the mic with you now, man. Straight to your heart. You know, we produce that.
Take the package, spring water, it's fish water. There's no fucking oil around. It's 4:20 Universal Time.
Nigga, what it is? Nigga, what it ain't? Talking all that shit, they ain't even stepping the paint. You niggas be trying to be what you niggas really ain't. Pull up all that noise like we driving in the tank. Got a couple of years when they see you, they gon' prank. Kill them with the real steppers when we spot you one thing. They gon' get your ass wet, and I ain't talking about no sex. Got the AK-47 when I shoot her, I don't duck. When I don't really give a fuck, keep it to yourself. Tell me I'm gon' bust, I just wanna fuck. I don't want no cup, like what's up? Come with better chip before this shit get real. Got the shooters down the they gon' jump off you just like a pill. When I pull up at that nigga square, hop out like what's the deal? Nigga fuck with me, I'm gon' kill you, shoot you like a grill. I ain't really give a fuck, I just shoot him over the stick. And nigga fuck with me, I'm gon' spit him down like a grill. Hey, I'm just running around town. Shooting 100 rounds. I got them trees, yeah, you know I got them pounds. We them Zovas, nigga, won't fuck around. Like what you saying, J? I got a chopper, best believe you gon' be lame, J. When I pull up, we gon' leave your family frames, J. Got them drinkers, got them choppers, yeah, we spraying shit. Yeah, and you know I got the Mac, niggas send fucking addict. We can shoot away you rap. Got so down the blow, down you putting in your cap. You be on the go, but when it's heat, we gon' attack. We gon' attack. And that's for sure, y'all. You gon' get smacked. You already know, y'all. She fuck with me, cause I'm a soldier. And I keep that 40 tuck like I'm a soldier. Let me straight off this shit, you feel me, man? Fuck y'all niggas out there, y'all think about some real shit, man. Hell no, fuck niggas, bro. Man, I run up on the real soldier. I ain't tell me everything. I'm in the game, so you know I got it stick. Shoot you in your shit, my niggas down and let it roll. Run around Palm Beach with that bitch on my hip. The next nigga gotta hit you, they go down and take a trip. This ain't no game, no, this ain't no game. We be really touching, yeah, we got them things. Nigga, you can't hang cause you fucking lame. And if I catch you slipping, we gon' shoot you in your fucking brain. We ain't aiming at nothing, but you don't. Like, nigga, leave me alone before I hop out with the chrome. Get all these hundreds, nigga, I don't need no loan. And if you rapping with no action, we gon' pull it to your home. Man, y'all ain't ready for this shit. You feel me, man? Shout out to everybody out here in Palm Beach, you feel me? Straight easy on this bitch.
I looked at it and it fucking froze. What the fuck? You gotta be fucking kidding me. No, there it goes. Okay, how about if the timer starts going properly? I can see me. I can see that you can see me, but that thing doesn't always tell the truth. Alright, there goes the counter. What?
Overdose. You already know what it is. Overdose. Cody King and Overdose. Overdose. That's us. Raise a shot to another fucking year. Let that blood, if you highlight there. Start that line, if you don't fucking care. I do drugs.
6 hours on this playlist, so it shouldn't fucking repeat. For a while.
I do drugs. Winner, chicken dinner. I'm gonna eat you up. I'm in the club, I'm gonna have a party. I'm gonna live it up. Take another pill for another shot. Here's another dab. I can never get enough. Need enough so we can last. Yeah, I'm a dirty ass, grimy line story. That's how I keep my motivation up. You find with just the chord that way can be on top of my zone. I don't need to scatter my thoughts when I realize do lyrical miracles. Everything else to me don't matter. Watch your back. I'm a vicious ass rapper. Fuck the jelly before the peanut butter. Put it back in the cracker, Ritz slapper. I'm a drug blaster. Always doing what I want. Try and stop me, motherfucker. Raise a shot to another fucking year. Light that blunt if you highlight air. Snort that line if you don't fucking care. I do drugs, I do drugs, I do drugs.
Unfortunately, I don't know how to tell you how to find out the beat.
I do drugs, I do drugs, I do drugs.
Fire it up like it's a fresh doobie. No, you silly flamers, not that cheerleading movie. My mind is kinda screwy from the drugs I'm doing, but I don't think that.
Oh, I can see the first half of the title.
Mind oozing these lyrics for you floozies. Don't say you know me. I lost all my homies. They all overdose shit. You ain't in my
connection is not unstable.
Get
Get the fuck out of here.
Gummy, now everything is floating. Still a couple addies, let's keep going. Gotta keep flowing. These drugs take funding. Always steady stunting. Yeah, we fucking running.
Raise a shot to another fucking year. Like that blunt, if you high like air, getting high. That line,
reasons how you can do these videos.
I don't.
Anybody else interested in trying to do this, wondering, is this waste of trouble? You can go through and see how many different weirdo things happen with these online videos, so I don't give a fuck about. And decide for yourself if it's worth the price.
I do drugs, yeah we do. I do drugs, I do drugs, I do drugs.
If you straighten out a few things, I'll consider it worth the trouble.
Get a fat ringer while
Right now, I don't give a fuck.
All day, hit the ground running, couple beats and
I don't know how
beats, you
Facebook
know,
provides better live videos than
I
YouTube,
can
but
do
they do.
anything I want. I can do 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 anything I want. I do drugs. I do drugs. I do drugs.
I got two of them now. I didn't know, because I don't go looking for this. Silk Road Teeth. Yeah, I don't know who the fuck producer is on that. Because if I navigate away to find out the producer, the whole thing's going to disappear. So they said their names, you can find the track. When you find the track, the title should have the producer's name, I think.
Yeah.
It's the life that I live.
It's the life that I live, man. F4TG. Yeah. Speaking of fucking want, yo, my blood type is straight killing nigga running his house. Kill like a faggot ass nigga who be running his mouth. It's the second letter, LOC, and the 11th letter. My twin arm, we stay in your lane if you know it's better. Can't change cause I'm stuck on some hot shit. Shot fly past in the car, we shoot the glass in the cockpit. Then run up on you, see who you are, and leave you stretched out on the concrete like you hugging the floor. I'm a stuck nigga, hair still nappy, hands still baggy, and keep it sharp in case niggas try to get at me. Fuck I look like, shooting fair ones and fist fighting. I smoke too many cigarettes, nigga, I'd rather light him. Cause I ain't got the lungs for that sweaty shit. How I'm gonna slap down your bitch on some petty shit. Real talk, ain't with the back and full shit, I let my still talk. Fully loaded whip, battle shit like it's Bismarck. Lock you done did it again, fuck a one shot. You know me, I'd rather hit you and your friend. For that slick top, you oughta get it 2 times more. Now I don't rep the 6, this ain't 2 + 4. And I'm all about the war, cause the revenge will be so sweet. On the streets, with the streets, sweep against the so sweet. One thing is cold, motherfucker, make it go bleed. 30 on their hip, through the sweater, see the cold beat. Cops on your body in the bushes cause you're cold street. You niggas already know who I am. Feeling like Deuce, man, how I don't got plans. We the type to just hop at the van. Got enough in the clip to hit you and your mans. Yeah. Wow, rap nigga. That's a fat nigga. F4TG nigga. Nigga. I say what I want, nigga. You got a problem, come check me.
You got a problem, come check me.
Come test me.
Yeah, we should put you live on TV for free so everybody else can see.
Walk down on some feet.
Factory downtown. I don't need a 4 megapixel piece. This is the problem with shit like this. I don't need a 4 megapixel picture of a receipt. Picture of receipt. It's got a 4 megapixel.
Drug lab trying to figure out my next move. I gotta make this raw street high breakthrough. This criminology rap, this slash fake cruise. I get sanity that make front page news. I'm the head trauma that makes your Scarface bruise. MCs nowadays lose with balls they use. There's a war between heaven and hell. Which do you choose? No matter what side homes, you gotta pay dues. My central intelligence was birthed in my residence of downtown tenements with criminal elements, man. I live my life while the wicked try edit it. My brain's more fucked up than Joyce with a stem in it. The weak shit I'm dead in it. All for the cause. All be crucifying your lies. Live on the Jesus cross. We hold our own court when truth is the judge. I got hollow jurors that give out guilty verdicts.
These words that I live by. One day I might die by. Make my mom cry. When this shit get worse for me, the CIA murdered me for talking in third degree in state of emergency. These words that I live by. One day I might die by. Make my mom cry. When this shit get worse for me, the CIA murdered me for talking in third degree in state of emergency. To make the world panic more than gang faggots, lead masses go beyond banging, fuck religion. Meditate with the boys, don't ram me horns with the Jewish. I'm talking saddle with Muslims, be Gnostic when I walk through Jerusalem. Cleanse you, come and swell, I drill a code of suit. We bear through the stars, seen the verse name Jesus. These ain't clues, right truth aims to wake the youth before they waste their talent in the lock in the shoot. Come on, I'm culminating when I'm in the meridian. Illumination, fuck being an idiot. A master mason when I'm building my pyramid. Medicine man, blowing up the schools of American. The legend go tell a friend. Determination to leave my family. World across, though we kill a minute man. I'm living paranoid, I think it's the end. Till I hit the earth wept when I took my first breath. I live by. One day I might die by. Make my mom cry. When this shit get worse for me, the CIA murdered me for talking in third degree in state of emergency. These words that I live by. One day
how come every time I turn on my phones, the cameras are on?
When this shit get worse for me, the CIA murdered me for talking in third degree in state of emergency.
We deal up with a system designed to confuse niggas' minds, and it's worse when the people divide. Fighting titans, ruling the earth's tyrants, evil alliance, trying to blind us and changing the ancient God sciences. Instead of taking knowledge and applying it, the devils reversed the knowledge and gave us the spell of Leviathan. God became dog, meaning the dog star, represented by Anubis. Am I losing y'all? I hope y'all ready for war. I'll be busting till the trumpets blow to signify the emperor's soul. With a tin of canteen in a chrome 4-4. Not dealing with man's rituals, but with God's laws. And I know I'm on the list for the things that I spit. The government act as if the artists are terrorists. They terribly pissed because the kids listen to this and get influenced by the music, so they can't tell them shit. This is rebel music, nigga. Raise your fist. The words that I speak, a nigga live and die by this. I'm just a poet with an ancient soul. A master teacher that knows how to break down and speak in code.
Words that I live by. One day I might die by. Make my mom cry. Will this shit get worse for me? The CIA murdered me for talking in third degree in state of emergency. These words that I live by. One day I might die by. Make my mom cry. Will this shit get worse for me? The CIA murdered me for talking in third degree in state of emergency.
Are you a psycho?
You guess I'm just a radical.
Low rise. Slow rise. Drop it. Yeah. Low rise records, baby. SDLOWRYZE, making MCs freeze
sprays, bitch, believe me. You can only wish to do the things that we do. And 306, stand up if you're feeling the movement. It's the LOWRYZE. Make a MC sprays, bitch, believe me. You can only wish to do the things that we do.
I'm serious when I say I'm
stand up if you're feeling the movement. It's like a movie, how much you steady pursuing this.
Not to the point where people cuss when I come in the store. Not like that. But they know if they're not 10 cents off or something, I'll buy 5 of them.
I stay ahead of my game, ahead of my time. I feel the drive in my brain. You feel the force in my lines. This gang make you clean with the every every part fucking right comes from my soul. I try my hardest just to lace these tracks with such grace. But often question myself just to see if it's a waste. Test myself sometimes past the limits of control, but do it all at any cost just to go and roll. Me, I gotta do it, and I'm heavily pursuing this dream. But every fucking time I do it, it seems it gleams past the fucking point of observation. Now I'm steadily taking out you faggots that behave. It's the LOWRYZE. Make a MC sprays, bitch, believe me. You can only wish to do the things that we do. And 306, stand up if you're feeling the movement. It's the LOWRYZE. Make a MC sprays, bitch, believe me. You can only wish to do the things that we do. And 306, stand up if you're feeling the movement.
No one thought I had skills, but I proved them all wrong. Another sick script for another sick song. Now I'm rolling with the illest crew in all of Saskatoon. Making hits, making tracks, gonna be famous soon. The tightest tracks you heard coming from low rise. Gotta please the people's taste, gotta feed their
Those are all going in garbage bags to the CRA.
Because to make it in this game, you can't be insecure. So many people tend to get lost in the tracks, and then nobody helps them and they don't bring it back. But when you hear these tracks, you'll feel right at home. It's for all the underdogs, so they won't feel alone. Nevertheless, I put my rhymes to the test. Should I invest in the quest to becoming the best? Dreamcast and Derelict, bringing you another track, so just turn off your genre if it's something you can hack.
It's the LOWRYZE. Make a MC.
Well, that's 3 megapixels. That's still overkill.
Wish to do the things that we do. And 306, stand up if you're feeling the movement. It's the LOWRYZE.
Oh, then I'm gonna email them all individually. A few at a time, throughout the day, every day for a long time.
306, stand up if you're feeling the movement. I smoke chronic in hotbox cars, and I still choke writing 16 bars. There's proof of damage, many scars. Late at night writing under the stars. Fate fades of war, that's why I'm so hardcore. Too profound to be sold in stores. Me and Derelict, the definition of evil. Pierced to the feeble like the tip of a needle. The way my clothes hit people. I take stages, smear ink all over the pages. You want to battle with the fuck are the wages? I'm serving baseless and violent outrages. Psychologists can't even case this. They say everything I write is tasteless. As time, if anyone spent time to educate this, embrace this like I'm running a 3-ring circus. Everything I drop is surplus, serving its purpose like the Canadian military service. Got you shaking nervous, like there's a hole in your epidermis. No song for the worthless. Go ahead and say my name, cursed it. Couldn't control it, had to disperse it. Now my shirt's ripped. It's the LOWRYZE. Make a MC sprays, bitch, believe me. You can only wish to do the things that we do. And 306, stand up if you're feeling the movement. It's the LOWRYZE. Make a MC sprays, bitch, believe me. You can only wish to do the things that we do. And 306, stand up if you're feeling the movement.
See? They're the same side. It don't matter if it's my left hand or my right. They're the same fucking side. Oh, I have to close everything first. Look at how that just fits in my hand, and my thumb can reach the entire. I guess you can't see the keyboard, but it does reach the entire keyboard. The screen, this is the size of the screen on this. I could hide one behind the other. Somebody could steal my phone right in front of me, and I wouldn't even know. Where the fuck did that just go? I left my phone somewhere. Oh, that's horrible. You should go look for it. This is supposedly Gorilla Glass. I call bullshit. Oh, you can't see it.
Shit used to be cold, now
Shattered all the hell.
kitchen right / sunny, lifting lane switching steady dipping. I'm not here to play. I've been walking through hell. I'm not here to stay. You asking where I'm burning, smoking Mumbai, and who are they? A bunch of haters with nothing so good to say. OC, MCL, spark this on your log. We bringing so much smoke, the streets catching all the fog. I ain't a pro, this my job. Fire behind the power, I'll devour like the mob. Everyone got a prop. Keep it humble in the meantime. You'll see why I got a gun, fight a stink like I'm blowing up beehives. I've been chilling in the shadows, playing for battle, a jet to travel and then skedaddle. Go leave the gavel, start giving me space. So if I get lucky with this money, then I'll be pulling that ace.
Yeah, we got the medicine, sipping on that medicine. You know we got that medical. Ready to go, nigga with some hooligans. Ready to go, nigga with some hooligans. That is for my haters, though. Yeah, we got that greatest flow. Sipping on that medicine, you know that shit is medical. Ready to go with some hooligans. Yo, what's up, yeah, man, I be grinding, I'm on my grind, bro. And I be smoking on that killer that be that high, bro.
I told somebody today I need to change for a 20. He asked me what I needed for change. I had to tell him. I think he was a little stoned. Like my boys get like that.
My back rolling through straight up at the pack. And my O's and Cheerios. Yes, I'm silly hoes, playing just a fool again. As you know, we play the way. Hit the pot, I'm smoking in these bitches, they so extra shit. Suck a dick, you fucking bitch, I gotta hit the block and six. I gotta chop, he need a fix. Phone it ain't called letters. Gliding through the product quick. Pussy niggas talking shit. I ain't telling lies, ho. F1, yeah, that's my click. No, he up next, bitch. Haters on that trolling shit. I can never get with it, they start taking nothing. Yeah, we got the greatest flow. Sipping on that medicine, you know we got that medical. Ready to go, nigga with some hooligans. Ready to go, nigga with some hooligans. That is for my haters, though. Yeah, we got that greatest flow. Sipping on that medicine, you know that shit is medical. Ready to go with some hooligans. Ready to go with some hooligans.
Well, I was done with that, but I sure would like to know where it went. I can see smoke.
And we don't play, motherfucker. It's like, I mean, well, that's it. Too much. Hey yo, I'm getting stomach pains. I'm getting pain in the brain. It's driving me insane.
2019 thing. We don't have those anymore.
It's what I'm saying, man. You gotta understand. I got no chain of swing. Go just fucking looking for things. I'm working 9 to 5, and
that's a fucking night.
I'm losing my brain and thinking that I'm never gonna make it right. Fucking up the flow, cause I'm so pumped over. Cause last night I just opened an ocean, making me not sober. Getting drunk as fuck, not pumping the skunk. Even though I should be, cause this was just got me minted up. Medicated, so this is why I will just start to state this, that I am a rapper who's starting to really fucking hate this. Simple fact that I'm an illa cat with spitting shit, and all you other cats can get smacked for half of my written. It's amazing when I'm freestyling, cause I am the sickest, I am the quickest. I can puncture through all the thickest. Blaze of armor, I mean the place of armor. Your clips will get bombed on, I'm sick, and I'm always dropping the shit. Simplistic kid who spits the ridiculous shit, and this is how they always talking, cause they're so sick of his shit. I see shit like 60 times, cause you cats are so sick of the way that I rhyme, and of the way that I rip. I rap and ramble, or rapper all of your heart. I mean, I'll rip you apart, and then expose all your heart, rip it out of your chest, and show you that I'm the best. So all the times that you're talking shit, I am the best. Yes, I am so fresh. You are nothing less than a punk. Wanna talk a lot of shit, but kid, you talking, you chumps. Need to realize something, that I ain't playing, Munchkin. You some half-ass rapping muffins. You some half-ass rapping fucking muffins. That's funny shit, bro.
It's funny shit,
Get
bro.
back. 306, here we go. Let the light show up, man. Let's give them a fucking show. Fuck the chitter chatter, I'll make the gun scatter when I blow up your house for opening your mouth. I rep my set till the day that I die. Sitting here watching my stack and my shit multiply. I'm all over the street and all over the globe. My shit that I'm spitting, it never gets old. I'm never going anywhere, I'm never dying in the gun smoke. Sitting here puffing on that big fucking kush smoke. Take it cold. My shit's no fucking joke. I keep it real on the trio and I keep it 100, that's the deal. But it doesn't matter, out for big meals, out for big skill, big rims and big cars, yeah. You never know which way you're gonna go till you pick the right road and you watch the fucking snow go down from the clouds, up from the underground. What you wanna know when we bumping the fucking sound? We keep it 100, keep it low rise. Everybody knows we rep it till we fucking die. Eyes so blazed on that fucking purple haze, killing all the kush, cause you hating on me for the way that us in the push, but it don't matter, fuck the chit chat. I like that, bro. It's on now. You made a murder on life. All you fakes perpetrating, living lies in your life. All the ass kids in the trap and the skill. Live by the guns, make sure you die for the bills.
I run at you like a maniac with a pencil, fuck the trigger finger, because killing you simple. A psychopath going through a brain relapse. Somebody better hold him down.
You can't stick to. So you have to choose between the cigarette behind the ear or the bandana. You do both, it looks kind of weird. And you couldn't choose what decade you were in.
These drugs they have me on aren't affecting my brain, but the anger that I'm feeling is causing me pain. I'm coming for you, and there is nowhere to run. And when we meet face to face, you know it won't be no fun. Your end is coming near. Can't you feel it's close? Even if I die before you, you'll still be harassed by my ghost. I'll get you anywhere I can, whether you wake or asleep. Just wanna see you die before I'm fucking dead in these streets.
It's on now. You made a murder on life. All your fakes perpetrating, living lies in your life. All the ass kids in the trap and the skill. Live by the gun and make sure you die for the bills. It's on now. You made a murder on life. All your fakes perpetrating, living lies in your life. All the ass kids in the trap and the skill. Live by the guns and make sure you die for the bills.
I don't snatch chains like overthrows. I don't steal trailers, I steal woes. I don't write tracks like for one note. Struck some TV and shit and call it a poem. Raw, dirty, filthy, call me Rome. With the silencer pointed at your dome. Offer you the last call home. One of the sickens, clapping at chickens. Tell the bitch stop flicking. Toss it aside to grab the next seat around my ride. Almost down for homicide when the feet collide. I got enough to provide for all the haters that duck and hide. The quickest on the slide. So make sure your two brakes tied and stay inside. A bullet hitting your temple, less batter should be elemental. Sleep with me, keeps me gentle, not consumed by thinking of ways to fuck up your dental. Record for an instrumental.
It's on now. You made a murder on life. All your fakes perpetrating, living lies in your life. All the ass kids in the trap and the skill. Live by the gun and make sure you die for the bills. It's on now. You made a murder on life. All your fakes perpetrating, living lies in your life. All the ass kids in the trap and the skill. Live by the guns and make sure you die for the bills. I'm a rapist with word skills, really diligent words. Hate shank and they tongue through the thick of they shirt. Perfected linguists with demonic linguistics. Leave a pentagram life and I don't really give a shit. So cynically simple, ask forgiveness for being. But ain't nobody giving two shits about my state of being. I pepper shots and drive-bys on a Catholic school. Hear the screams and boom blasts from the ticks in my tools. No escaping, no heart and grip from the frozen heart on my chest. I like a step and stat, next in the short of a set. You push me, I push beyond the limits of pushing back. A veteran cat, desensitized from the fiends in the act. The world's falling apart, ain't no one here to help you stand. We all victims of the compensation from the sins of man. It's getting worse. Here comes the end from the start. Figure your way out or come and join me up in the dark. It's on now. We committed murders on life. All the fakes perpetrating, living lies in your life. All the fucked ass kids in the trap claiming skill. Certified the gun and we'll make sure you die for the bill. It's on now. We committed murders on life. All you fakes perpetrating, living lies in your life. All the fucked ass kids in the trap claiming skill. Certified the gun and we'll make sure you die for the bills. It's on now. We committed murders on life. All you fakes perpetrating, living lies in your life. All the fucked ass kids in the trap claiming skill. Certified the gun and we'll make sure you die for the bills. It's on now. We committed murders on life. All you fakes perpetrating, living lies in your life. All the bust ass kids in the trap claiming skill. Live by the guns, we'll make sure you die for the bills.
That's what that's for. Oh, most of you won't know what this is. It's an ashtray. They used to make these on purpose for smokers. They don't make those on purpose anymore. You used to get them for free. You can't find one for sale now. If you see one, steal it, because you can't fucking find it. You can't. You offer the money, they're gonna say no. No, don't steal it. The guy on the internet told me to. Don't do it, because that defense won't work.
That motor on my state, bitches like you, elevated like a crime rate. It's full of hate. If you really think that you're better than the devil, then you gotta get a separate fate. We'll rip off my shit. People that just send me in, they fall back. Before you get fucking up, run to your back. And then you get clapped, the threat. And then you don't know what the fuck happened, you just lay flat. You don't even see past my identity. Which be the DERE, LICT, MC of the Avenue E. Fuck wanna be, stay hating on me. Because I am better than fucking competitor. I say whatever, you bitches can lay the fuck down. My crew is tough, just like some others and cooks and stuff. What are you saying? You're bluffing your name off in your rhymes. Fuck around once more and you're gonna find that I shit the night up in your spine. Murder is mine is something to love because it makes me drip with the lust. And when I do murder, you trust me, man. It's just because I want you murdering kids in your granny. Panic, triggers, and you just get your granny.
The demon is a liar. He would like to confuse us, but he will also mix lies with the truth to attack us. The attack is psychological, powerful, so mix it. Remember that. Do not mix it.
This is real life shit, can't change it for an instant. Blood, sweat, and tears, now everyone's against it. Trying to step in our way, man, your ass will get popped. Got homies on every corner, none afraid to get shot. You hear it drop, here comes the end of your life. Hollow points cutting through you like the edge of a knife. It's getting harder to see, step away from the light, cause I'm the devil in disguise. Stole your soul tonight, what?
I stole your soul tonight. I'm the devil in disguise. I stole your soul tonight. I stole your soul tonight. I'm the devil in disguise. I stole your soul tonight.
I stole your soul tonight. I'm the devil in disguise. I stole your soul tonight. What? Yeah, I stole your soul tonight. Devil in disguise. Stole your soul tonight.
As you wake up in the dark and not realizing I'm there, go ahead and reach for the light. You won't find one there. This is the darkness inside, mixed with the pain that you feel. Hear the voices calling out another soul to conceal. You see the tears in the eyes, that's what's causing the pain. Staring at yourself blindly, can't remember the name. Call me whatever you like, but let it be told, I'm the devil in disguise and the possessor of souls.
The possessor of souls, the devil in disguise, yeah, possessor of souls. The possessor of souls, I'll be the devil in disguise, the possessor of souls. The possessor of souls, I'll be the devil in disguise, the possessor of souls. The possessor of souls, devil in disguise, the possessor of souls.
Feel the pain in your chest, yeah, that's me coming back, being possessed by the devil is the life that I have. A possessor of souls, another light in the dark. Hear the footsteps in the night, now your ass is in shock. Go ahead and hide, try to make no sound. I know your every thought and action, so you're bound to be found. I'm getting closer, can you feel my presence here? Cause I'm the devil in disguise, the only person you fear.
The only person you fear, I'll be the devil in disguise, the only person you fear. The only person you fear, I'll be the devil in disguise, the only person you fear. The only person you fear, I'll be the devil in disguise, the only person you fear. What? Yeah, the only person you fear, devil in disguise, the only person you fear. I'm in control of your life, I'm the voice in your pain, I'm the hate in your heart, and the sin in your brain. I'm the death of your dreams, and the loss of your life. I'm the tempted thought of slicing your wrist with a knife. There's no escaping the voice, no turning the time. Your soul is already lost, and I'm making it mine. I'm the devil in disguise, I can take up any form. I'm the feeling of fear when you're feeling alone. Yeah. You are! I will clean spirit out in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. It is He who commands you. He who gives you strength from heaven. The stone of hell. Fuck him! Restore! Fuck him, Garrett! And the creature of God. God! The Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Nothing on my wrist, nothing on my neck, nothing on my fist, it's all on my check. Don't you get the gist? I got the confidence, don't need a brand on my chest. Hey, I know what my value is. Hey, wealthy people don't need jewelry. Hey, look at 21 Savage and Bill Gates. Hey, the rap industry got a complex. I turned reality into a lucid dream. I turned a lucid dream into whipped cream. Cash rules, nothing around me. I only use it for paper planes, actually. I'm the opposite of Microsoft, I'm big and hard. Let that resonate, maybe a little more. I got that lyricism sprinkled with a lot of flow. I made my sauce authentic on a chopping board. Baby, it's spicy, be careful. Don't check the bubble too much, be gentle. It's kinda high on the Scoville level. Don't burn your tongue, don't get it in your eyes too. I turned reality into a lucid dream. I turned a lucid dream into whipped cream. Cash rules, nothing around me. I only use it for paper planes, actually. Self-care, yeah, I got a lot of that. No food tastes good as having a six-pack. You should cut your snack same way you cut that crack. Then you wouldn't look fat as a Cadillac. Baby, looking like a snack. I can see you did them squats on the squat rack. I don't need a beat, I don't really need a track. You can be my producer with your booty clap. I turned reality into a lucid dream. I turned a lucid dream into whipped cream. Cash rules, nothing around me. I only use it for paper planes, actually. Baby, keep your pants on, zip tight, locked off. This is not the time for you to rack it up. We be in court, the judge is getting cross. You robbed the bank, baby, you took your mask off. You took 100K and left it at my front door. Thought it was funny, nice joke. Cause you know I bail you out no matter what the cost. I need that flavor, baby. Shit, cause I got the sauce. Cause I got the sauce. I said it cause I got the sauce. Shit, cause I got the sauce. Shit, cause I got the sauce.
Yeah, we rep for the street niggas, man. The voice of the streets, the black top. Yeah, the niggas that be on the soil, on the turf, out here, boy. You know what I mean? Hey, we got that military shit, nigga. Bullets by the ton. I like you don't know. That's Spanish. I doubt you want some hot lab. Ain't no bringing back the bullet once I let the hammer hit. Never had damage, and I know what you dealing with. Fuck here, but nigga, I ain't feeling it. You know niggas talking more than what you show. Cause think you say just cause the niggas he know. Niggas in gang messing up. Check this out. I ain't giving a fuck about this because it's all fresh. I'm in a discussion like bitches like this. I'll stop you with the lawyers just like a cop. You look like I'm fucking yeah, you with your brains and it's dead. It comes from you and anyone that takes the test. It's such as we washed up like shells on the shelf. My gun on the shelf, you can see all the belly. I'm gonna call it a gun. She's fucking your nigga. I got me one. This nigga, so I'll get all some. Let's get it back. Nigga, now with them niggas, now you feel me? I'm a real rock that's sweet to the clip. So it's telling me from me. I ain't got to run everything to the boxes with food by the club. Look me in my eyes, you can tell that I'm a rider. When it comes down to it, nigga, I'ma get all out the side. You do these with the gun in these streets. Niggas play for keys where I'm from, I don't give a fuck. And I played around with that bitch shit. I'm fucking off real rounds and getting it out real quick. You got real riders with the rise off time, so when the girl crack off, you know what rise on front line, nigga, and I'm out. It ain't you got to trust. Some niggas out here with a stitch and be a tell homie, wait a minute. That shit ain't gangsta me, man. Tell them niggas with they pussy. Let they nuts hang, got grown ass men with they nuts on top. But gonna be a victim. Got grown ass men with they nuts on top. But gonna be a victim, nigga. I'm finna call it a girl, but yes, I'm a real nigga. I got people, I got this nigga, we got some. Let's get it back. There are trouble. Now we damn niggas, now we sell me. I'm a real rock nigga, sweet to the clip. So this joint me for you. I ain't got to run, I got bangers and boxes. I'm on the dangerous, like who to play with this. And every slipping little nigga, I stay with this. Ever since the ex on me, shot my cousin in the face. I should ride around with a strap attached to my waist, going to the chamber. Ain't no time for cocky. You been on keys up when this thing starts popping. Goddamn, us backwards, make it turn mad. Your left on the ground and blood, it's in crap. I don't feel no butterflies, I'm a team gutter tie. Like the meat, guys, break the coach and mother die. Make them dust fly, and your family members cry. If you
Toronto is the organized crime murder capital of Canada. Not the murder capital, but the organized crime murder capital. According to the media and whatever they say. I'm not the one saying it. I'm just repeating what the government wants me to believe.
California, 6 days on X3 reports.
From the first person in Canada to die as a result of the coronavirus. Health officials didn't release other details of the patient, but there have been 2 seniors and a staff member at the facility diagnosed in recent days, with the situation being described as an outbreak. Meanwhile, Canada's Chief Public Health Officer, Dr. Theresa Tam, is updating her warnings to travelers.
The Public Health Agency of Canada is recommending Canadians avoid all cruise ship travel due to COVID-19.
Dr. Tam says cruise ships are a prime breeding ground for viruses due to international passengers and the close contact of all on board.
report. For those Canadians on the Grand
close
Prince
contact
ship in
on board.
California,
The international
they're facing 2 weeks
passengers
of
thing is a
quarantine at
risk
CFB
for the rest of the
Trenton,
world.
with the cost of the evacuation flight
The
being
risk
paid
to you as a
for by the
passenger has
cruise
nothing
line.
to do with who's
Cormac
there.
McSweeney,
It's the
Carl
closed
Mitchell.
conditions.
Meantime, coronavirus
Doesn't matter where the
fears
fuck they're
rocked both
from.
Bay
If they've got
and
that
Wall
virus,
Street
it's
on
the
Monday,
problem. No
causing
matter
the
where the
price
fuck
of
they're
oil to
from.
plunge. But as 680's Richard Southern tells us,
Anybody
a dark
could
day
hop
for
on a plane
investors
and be in
comes
Hong
no
Kong
relief
within
for
24
drivers.
hours. I don't know exactly how long it takes, but within the next day, you could be in Hong Kong
In
from
fact,
here.
second worst day ever for Bay Street. The TSX down just over 1,600 points, or 10.25%. Energy companies, some of them cut in half as the price of oil plunged $24 amid a
That's a
price
good time
war
to buy energy
between
companies if
Saudi
you're
Arabia
interested in
and
owning those
Russia.
types of
Really, though, what
stocks.
caused the
And the mutual
meltdown for
funds tend to
stocks
own
was
those
investors
stocks, so you might as
worried
well.
that the rising death toll from the coronavirus could plunge the globe into recession. The Dow fell just over 2,000 points, or 7.8%. The S&P 500 down 7.6%. There is a silver lining. The plunging price for crude will have a big break coming to the gas pumps here in the GTA. On Wednesday morning, we could see a 10-cent drop. At the Business Center, I'm Richard Southern.
Meantime, Italy has locked down the entire
give us 2
country
days
in an
notice
effort
of
to
a
stop the
10-cent
spread of the
drop.
coronavirus. As 6 Cities Phil Martino tells us, it's the worst hit nation
Back
in
there
Europe,
saying, hey,
with
2-for-1 Tuesday's
463
coming.
virus-related
Toonie
deaths
Tuesday.
and over 9,000 confirmed infections.
Toonie
Italy's
Tuesday.
virus
Two
containment
for one
measures
next
have
all day. Toonie
extended to the
Tuesday. Spread the
entire
word.
country. So the extension means only essential travel to, from, and within all of the country is allowed. While public gatherings are banned and sporting events are suspended. Around 16 million people will now effectively be placed under quarantine by the strict measures which had already been introduced in northern and some central areas over the weekend. Italy's prime minister is urging people to stay at home. He says they should not move around apart from for work and emergencies, and the closure of schools and universities across the country is being extended until April 3rd. I'm Phil Martino. And Toronto City Councillor Josh Matlow says he's going into self-isolation until March 20th after he came into contact with someone who tested positive for the coronavirus last Thursday at a fundraiser at the Beth Shalom Synagogue. Matlow says the person with COVID-19 had just returned from a conference in Washington, D.C. He tells 680 News, even in isolation, he will still be at work.
I'm still going to be, returning my emails and making phone calls and being as active as one can be in a very.
What about all the other people that were there? Are they not in self-isolation? What the fuck?
Telling me I should do out of an abundance of caution. That is the
You know what you're going to do? You're going to use your
Matlow
smartphone
is
and your
showing
computer
no
to talk to
symptoms
people.
and
We
says
know.
the
It's
most difficult
2020.
part will be being away from his wife and 7-year-old daughter for the next 2 weeks.
Somehow I think you contacted them anyway in between time.
England the next 2
What
days,
about all the other
hoping to
people at the
encourage
fucking temple?
investment and job growth in Toronto.
Fundraiser,
The mayor is
whatever.
leading the business mission to promote Toronto as a competitive global business center and a hub for research and development. Tory is also expected to promote our city as a destination for tourists, conventions, and business travelers. He's scheduled to meet with 15 companies during the 2-day mission, including leaders from corporate variety of sectors, including hospitality, artificial intelligence, and e-commerce. 680 News Time 107. The province is pledging financial help to Eglinton businesses struggling to survive after years of crosstown construction. The province's transportation ministry has pledged $3 million in funding to support businesses suffering from Eglinton LRT delays. Mayor Tory says in a statement he received the good news from Minister Caroline Mulroney in a letter on Monday. Midtown Councillor Mike Cole says the province and Metrolinx are also looking at other ways to help businesses that have suffered during the never-ending construction.
And they're also going to look at maybe opening up part of the Eglinton Crosstown and the West End early so that we can clear up some of the
Wait, what do you mean?
mess. So it's great news to have the province recognize that we need some help.
Metrolinx announced last month the Crosstown LRT would not be complete on schedule. The LRT will now open well into 2022 instead of 2021. I'm Karen Seolin. 680 News Time 108. The province and union representing its elementary school teachers are set to resume
construction project takes 25 years.
Announces the next phase of job action.
27.
Michelle Mackey has the details.
Still be about
Minutes before the
25
Elementary
years.
Teachers Federation of Ontario announced further job action, the union was contacted by a government-appointed mediator, calling them back to the bargaining table. So Vice President Karen Campbell says if the deal is not reached, further job action will be taken.
If these talks are unsuccessful,
ETFO will resume strike action on the Monday following March break.
Education Minister Stephen Lecce announced concessions on two major issues last week, though mainly affecting secondary schools, and says he has presented a good deal.
It freezes classroom sizes, it ensures class investments in special education continue to flow to the greatest need. It ensures the merit guides hiring. It ensures a reasonable and fair enhancement for benefits and for wages.
The two parties are set to meet on Wednesday. I'm Michelle Mackey. Still to come on 680 News, we'll check gas prices, followed by traffic and weather together. 680 News Time, 109.
This is
680 News.
All right, dial up that resistance on your bike, everyone. We're out of the saddle. Oh, excuse me. Oh, push it, people.
What the fuck is that?
Sleep Country knows you can't do your job when you're tired. That's why our sleep experts do their job and mix the right products to match you to your best.
If they're sleep experts, part of their job should be sleeping, no? If you're a sleep expert, you should be sleeping. You should consider your sleep time to be company time, man. Unless you're taking a nap at work, and then
Now
that
the
would be
680
like
News
a
gas
benefit,
price
a
update.
taxable
Enpro
benefit.
says the price did not change at midnight. It's holding at $2.29
confused
a
as fuck
liter
they're
at
trying
most
to do my
GTA
fucking
stations. And that trend is calling for a drop of 10 cents by midweek. Your traffic and weather reports are next. 680 News Time, 110.
This spring at Mississauga and Rexdale Hyundai, Zero is the real hero. Time to fall in love with a new Hyundai with help from Zero. Right now, get the Hyundai Advantage with an incredible 0% lease and 0% financing on select Hyundai models. That also means zero stress, zero worry, and zero doubts on where to get your next Hyundai. Mississauga Hyundai or Rexdale Hyundai. Go ahead. Thank Zero. It's the slam dunk deal of the year. Oh, and Navatia, the super fan. Visit MississaugaHyundai.com or RexdaleHyundai.ca for details.
It's one big prize after another in the Princess Margaret Home Lottery. Don't miss the incredible $6.8 million grand prize, our world-famous early bird prize, and the $1.1 million Prince Edward County grand prize. A gorgeous country home located near sandy beaches, picturesque vineyards, and beautiful trails. It comes fully decorated and with $25,000 cash. The county is calling. Buy now at PrincessMargaretLotto.com.
680 News Time, 111. Time for traffic and weather together on the ones. Here's Craig Gear.
All right, so just off the phone with the MTO, and we've got some rolling blockages that are going to be happening on the overnight tonight. They're doing some road work in between. It looks like Mississauga Road and Mavis. So what they're doing is on the eastbound side of the 401 as you approach Mississauga Road, they're shutting it down. They're blocking all lanes, and this is for some construction, usually stringing up some hydro wires or whatnot, maybe working on an overpass or two. MTO is not quite sure what's going on. And then on the westbound side as well, right at Mavis, they are blocking traffic again. So they are working somewhere between Mavis and Mississauga Road tonight on the eastbound and westbound 401. It's backed up from west of here, Ontario, and the collectors over to Mavis, and for a short stretch as well in between Whitson Churchill and Mississauga Road on the eastbound side. We have a crash on the westbound 401 that's still blocking the transfer into the collectors from the express just south of the airport. And as you go by this crash in the express, the two right lanes are blocked. If you need the 410, take the 409 to the southbound 427. It'll spit you out in those collector lanes. We also have some construction that's blocking the southbound Morningside ramp to the eastbound 401, northbound Allen ramp to the west 401, the Huron Ontario and the Mavis ramps on to the westbound 401 too. Your next report is at 121. Here's the forecast with Adam Stiles.
We have a wet start to the day today with a high temperature hitting 11 degrees, and that's going to be early on. And then the cold front will move through. Rain will end into the early afternoon, and we're going to see those cooler temperatures by the evening hours, and the wind shifting from the southwest to the northwest. Today's high 11 degrees, but overnight dipping down to -2. We'll see the cloud cover back during the day tomorrow. A high temperature of 3 in the forecast. East wind up to 20 kilometers per hour. Today it's a high temperature of 11 degrees.
And it is 11 degrees right now in downtown Toronto with an overcast sky, and the exact same over at Pearson Airport. 680 News Time, 113.
Am I getting tax credits this year? You bet. It's nice to get credit for something you deserve. Not like when you're the middle child. They gave the family dog my name and no one noticed. I guess you don't need to dream of having superpowers when you're already invisible.
Whoa, what the fuck?
People are complicated.
The experts at H&R Block make it simple to get the credit you deserve, with more money back from tax credits available to those in Ontario. H&R Block. Get what's yours.
You head out the front door and head to the car. Slide into the driver's seat and begin. Every time you start your car should be the start of an adventure. Where would yours take you? At Von Chrysler Fiat, we want you to be satisfied from the moment you walk in till the moment you drive off the lot. Come in today to start your adventure. Von Chrysler Fiat. We stand behind our cars. Join the family at VonChrysler.com.
This is All News Radio, 680 News.
It's 11 degrees and overcast in downtown Toronto. Good morning from the 680 News Broadcast Center. I'm Veronica Thor. Here are the top stories this hour. The province has a new case of COVID-19. A Brampton woman in her 30s who reportedly got the virus through close contact with another patient is now in self-isolation. It comes on the same day officials report Canada's first death from the virus.
I am in self-isolation.
Meantime,
Look,
coronavirus
most of my social contacts are electronic.
demand for oil.
I don't get on the elevators with people. I don't make small talk with cashiers.
The average gas price in
I
the
am in
GTA could
self-isolation.
drop as much as 10 cents
Well, I
a
could
liter
start coughing
at most
in the
stations
elevator
on
and get off,
Wednesday.
and you walk
And you
in
can
2
have
minutes
your
later.
March break
2 seconds
programming
later.
and child care centers
Take a
run
big
by the
deep
City
breath.
of Toronto could close if talks fail with the inside workers.
I look at it glass half full.
The city manager is counting on a deal.
680 News Time, 1:15. Now 680 Sports from Sportsnet 590 The Fan. Here's Show Ali.
The Raptors gutted out a 101-92 win on the road against the Jazz, and afterwards, Nick Nurse was happy they gave themselves a chance late in the game.
It's the nights you don't play good that you get frustrated, but when you're playing well and you know it can go either way, the building's rocking and rolling, and you just keep on doing your thing and try to make the right reads and play tough defense and limit them to one, and you keep yourself in with a chance.
Some injury news as well, as Norm Powell sprained his left ankle and did not return. Raptors don't play again until Saturday when they take on the Detroit Pistons at Scotiabank Arena. Some finals in the NHL, including the Jets beating the Coyotes 4-2, the Golden Knights beating the Oilers 3-2 in OT, the Capitals lost 3-2 to the Sabres in the shootout, and the Florida Panthers beat the St. Louis Blues 2-1. The Panthers trailed the Leafs by just 1 point now in the standings after their win, and the Leafs themselves, they were off and will play the Lightning at home later tonight. Sports at 15 and 45 past every hour or anytime at sportsnet.ca/590.
680 News Time, 1:16.
AKA 5 years ago, on-demand meant movies. Now, there's on-demand for everything. Your customers are getting it all delivered instantly. Groceries, tuxedos, even puppy parties. Adyen is the single payments platform that makes it simple for your business to deliver convenience for all. However your customers want to pay, whatever they're on-demanding today, Adyen delivers in a pinch. Visit adyen.com to learn more. Adyen. Business, not boundaries.
Be careful how you phrase that.
Did you know that playing the piano can be one of the
questions.
best stress-relieving, mentally stimulating, home-based activities on the planet? We know that from the scientists and our over 3,000 music students. And all through March, Miriam has clearance pricing on every new, used, and demo, making that dream piano totally affordable. So visit our online store at MiriamMusic.com or a Miriam Piano store near you. Miriam's March clearance sale on now.
Once again, Toronto City Hall finds itself counting down to possible labor action, and parents could find themselves with very grumpy kids for March break. 680's Mark Douglas has the latest on talks with the city's 24,000 inside workers.
All the March break programming offered by the City of Toronto, all the child care centers run by the city, it could all go away if the city and its inside workers with QP Local 79 fail to reach a deal by the 12:01 a.m. Saturday deadline. City Manager Chris Murray is hoping for the best.
I look at it glass half full in the sense that, everyone is very much focused on both the union side and our side. It certainly adds pressure, though, I think.
But as for planning for the worst, the city has a contingency plan.
Management, non-union employees have been preparing for redeployment in critical areas if that were to occur.
Both Murray and the president of Local 79 are not saying what issues still remain at the bargaining table. At City Hall, I'm Mark Douglas.
Turning to some international news now, in Northern California, Santa Clara County has issued an order banning mass gatherings of more than 1,000 people. Public Health Officer Dr. Sarah Cody says there's been a rapid increase in cases not linked to travel or to known confirmed cases.
I have issued a legal order banning events with more than 1,000 people in attendance. This order will take effect at 12 a.m. on Wednesday, March 11th, and will remain in place for 3 weeks.
The order would appear to affect 3 home games for the San Jose Sharks. Airports, shopping centers, and offices and places of transit are not affected. 680 News Time, 119, saying they're working on financially helping Americans hurt by the coronavirus outbreak. The president and top officials are at a news conference. Some Republican lawmakers sound skeptical. ABC's Chuck Severson reports.
President Trump says talks with Congress will partly aim at helping hourly workers.
They're not going to ever miss a paycheck.
Ditto Vice President Mike Pence.
We're going to stand by those hardworking Americans.
Democratic House Speaker Pelosi.
Paid family leave for the purpose of the coronavirus.
Senator Mike Braun, Indiana Republican.
I don't know what more you can do for stimulus. The interest rates are about as low as they have been.
Adding,
we're running $1 trillion deficit.
Senator Kevin Cramer, North Dakota Republican, says a stimulus should protect private sector profitability. Chuck Severson, ABC News.
Coming up in 60 seconds, we'll check traffic and weather together on the one. 680 News Time, 120.
Hi, I'm Brian Baumler from HGTV. My friends at Canadian Choice Windows and Doors have once again pushed the limits of science and engineering with their patented draft lock windows. Their superior insulation keeps you feeling comfortable through all the seasons. It's innovation like this that keeps Canadian Choice Ontario's #1 choice for windows and doors.
Canadian Choice Windows and Doors, helping you brighten your home.
For a limited time, get a triple glass upgrade on DraftLock Plus. Visit windowscanada.com.
When you aspire to driving a Mercedes-Benz, you've already made the decision that you want nothing but the best. And that's why your next decision should be Mercedes-Benz Newmarket.
The choice is yours at Mercedes-Benz Newmarket. Select between a 3-month payment waiver or a 1% rate reduction on select 2020 models. See Mercedes-Benz Newmarket for full details.
Mercedes-Benz Newmarket at Mulock, just west of 404. Nothing but the best.
680 News Time, 121. Time for traffic and weather together on the ones with Toronto's most frequent traffic reports. Here's Craig here.
It's not a bad drive out there, except if you're off in the west end. So we have eastbound and westbound 401 completely blocked off. There is some rolling closures here.
Cause I'm good man, like an ice truck in my hood, man. I'm surfing on the beat.
brother really started sexing up for free. I got down, never grew up. Ain't too much mushrooms, I just grew up. Hey, keep asking.
You never had that experience.
Now we're laughing outside of the rain and the lights are flashing. Everybody crashing like Kevin Jackson. Oh man, they looking at me. They must have seen me on TMZ. Lights, camera, action. Oh, acting, so what's happening? Oh man, they looking at me. They must have seen me on TMZ. Lights, camera, action. Oh, acting, so what's happening? I'm what's happening. I'm the captain. Ships ahoy. Oh boy, couldn't cash it. You wish I'm having plan into action, drunk in the Bentley crashing. Smash the gift, pass the Hennessy on my way to court for my tenancy. 10 to 3, 3 oxy, not to kill the pain to get high again. Higher vein, heroin to the brain. In the den, chasing the dragon again. I'm falling off the wagon again. Hat real low and sagging again. I ain't bragging again, but my number you was lagging again. I got down, grew up, up in the hotel with the blood, still asking me if I'm slapping, dumbass, what's happening? Oh man, looking at me, they must have seen me on TMZ, like camera action, no acting, shit, I'm what's happening. On us, watch my gator truck, you hater fuck. Even outside the restaurant, they gotta wait on us. And we free, ain't no chains on us. C3 and new leaf, we so fucking dangerous. Yes, we some kind of dangerous. A drug pit, that's where the bangers bust. So we bomb on, then you hater fuck. Yo, your potato, then make your tater butt. Yeah, I'm still smoking on the angel dust. Not drug promoting, I'm an angel, keep my halo up. Stay low, fuck the low, I can hear heaven. And I bet you're not rolling 7. Like I'm rolling 7. Rolling with my brethren. High as a kite, suggest you get paranoid. Finger on the trigger when you hear noise. Don't come fuck with the fairy boys. Won't get fucked from the fairy toys. Need a new cheese, watch the women hang on us. Like I said, C3 a new leaf, we're so dangerous. I smoke angel dust to watch the angels bust. I ain't got no trust, but the angels must. I'm so flavorful, they so plain on us. Run away, they come park the plane on us. Watch my gator truck, you hater fuck. Even outside the restaurant, they gotta wait on us. And we free, ain't no chains on us. C3 and new leaf, they so fucking dangerous. Oh, my mind is going through those changes. I'm only comfortable in the company of strangers. I'll tell you I'm an orphan after you meet my family. Half the time, even my family can't stand me. I'm a Martian, right? On a Martian flight. Just trying to find another Martian life. I fear I'll die alone, a stone on the deserted beach. No, I can't teach, so I just do. And my mind is better than you, that makes me better than you. And I don't make the world, so don't get pissed, cause my life is fine, and you live in shit deep. The natural law, only strong survive. And I don't just survive, I multiply. And I don't just fly with a head and classify. So I'm at the clear point with the clear view. And see none of y'all bastards in the rear view. I smoke angel dust and watch the angels bust. I ain't got no trust, but the angels must. I'm so flavorful, they so plain on us. Run away, they come park the plane on us. Watch my gator truck, you hater fuck. Even outside the restaurant, they gotta wait on us. And we free, ain't no chains on us. C3 and new leaf, we so fucking dangerous. I'm sicker, a combination of symptoms that hit you quicker than liquor. I'm fitting to leave you all feeling like victims. Genocide on my mind, I'm thinking like Hitler. Ain't nobody like Osama. I'm rocking multi-generations, that's your mama. I'm a president, no Obama. Feed up, we cut, roll the ganja. Mr. C3, no mystery, me be history. See, sit a trip, take a six of my dick and texting it to your chick. There's the plane on us. Run away, then go park the plane on us. Watch my gator chuck. You hater fuck. Leaving outside the restaurant. Wait on us, then we free. Ain't no chains on us. D3 and new leaf. It's the fucking dangerous. It's the fucking dangerous. It's the fucking dangerous.
I was about to turn the fucking thing on anyway. But I wasn't really worried about being able to hear it clearly because of the traffic, the train, the instrumental. Okay, fine, I'm not getting up. I don't know why that's running.
Yeah, you already know what it is, man. Show only AP about paper, D Block, BDS, Cinco. You already know what it is. Right now, I'm rocking out with my nigga M1, aka Moolah, man. Boy got bars, man. Young nigga too, man. 17 years old. Getting it in, getting it
first
real.
has to go second right now.
announced 4 new cases of the novel coronavirus, bringing the total in the province to 35. But the health minister says she's not recommending a ban at this time on large public gatherings. Christine Elliott says the advice right now from Ontario's top health officials is that it isn't necessary.
If it is required, we will take the necessary steps. But I think it's really important that we respond to the situation that's happening in Ontario and not move according to what other countries have been doing, because they have their own particular circumstances as well.
But aren't these health protocols being recommended because the standardized worldwide, so they make up your mind?
Contacts such as spouses of those infected while traveling. And the coronavirus is being blamed for a steep dive on the markets, causing the worst day traders have seen in Toronto since the 80s. On the plus side, though, it will lead to a big discount at the pumps. 680's Richard Southern explains.
Traders were selling pretty much every single stock in sight and were rushing for the exits on the growing belief that the coronavirus could cause not just a recession in North America, but indeed a global recession. The TSX fell a whopping 1,600 points, or 10.25%. Second worst day of history, not far behind the worst day of Black Monday in October '87. The Dow was down more than 2,000 points, or 7.8%. Price for oil plummeting 24%. Some of the big oil producers on Bay Street, like MEG and Cenovus, were cut in half, down 50% or more. There is a silver lining, though, for drivers here in the GTA. Info International thinks the price of gas will drop 10 cents on Wednesday morning, bringing the average price well below $1. I'm Richard Southern.
Meantime, Italy is
everybody's going to be driving everywhere now. You're going to see engines idling,
680's Phil Martino tells us the entire
air conditioning on with the power windows down.
Italy is the worst hit nation in Europe with 463 virus-related deaths and over 9,000 confirmed cases. Now only essential travel to, from, and within all of Italy is allowed. Around 60 million people will effectively be placed under quarantine. Italy's prime minister is urging residents to stay at home. He says people should not move around apart from for work and emergencies. And the closure of schools and universities across the country is being extended until April 3rd. Across Italy, museums are closed, weddings are canceled, and restaurants are being told to keep patrons over 3 feet apart. I'm Phil Martino. Meantime, experts say Germany's low death rate from the new coronavirus is partly due to early testing that gave more time to contain the outbreak. The country has confirmed more than 1,100 cases so far, just 2 deaths. Other countries with similar number of confirmed infections have dozens of deaths. The director of the Institute for Virology in Berlin says Germany's network of independent labs received both the technical information needed to conduct tests and the approval to bill for them in January. Case numbers in Germany were still in the single digits at the time.
680 News Time 137. Education Minister Stephen Lecce and the Elementary Teachers Federation of Ontario spoke Monday about the ongoing labor dispute. Minutes before ETFO announced escalating job action, a government appointed a mediator called the union back to the bargaining table Wednesday.
The announcement comes after weeks of silence between the province and the Elementary Teachers Federation of Ontario, the union representing more than 80,000 education workers.
He missed a real opportunity to get back to the table over the last 2 weeks with ETFO. During that time, our members were in their classroom teaching students.
That's ETFO Vice President Karen Campbell, who says the union will resume rotating strikes Monday after the March break if a deal that supports students, educators, and the future of public education cannot be reached. However, Education Minister Stephen Lecce says the unions are fighting for their priorities, including enhancing benefits and wages and hiring practices based on seniority.
And I, to be quite frank, am fighting for our students and have proven that through the reasonable and measured proposals.
The two parties set to meet on Wednesday. I'm Michelle Mackey. The province is looking at ways to help Eglinton businesses being driven into the ground by Crosstown LRT construction. Businesses tucked behind tall fencing and suffering from never-ending construction along Eglinton Avenue will get some financial relief. In a letter to Mayor Tory, Transportation Minister Caroline Mulroney says the province will provide $3 million towards small businesses along the route of the LRT, which has now been delayed until 2022. Midtown Councillor Mike Cole says they still have to work out the details around how to distribute the funding.
They're going to work through the BIA, get money to them that way, and that'll be worked out over the next
few days.
The province and Metrolinx will also explore the possibility of opening part of the LRT sooner. The construction has already led to millions of dollars in lost income and hundreds of job losses for small businesses. I'm Karen Seolin.
Coming up, traffic and weather together on the one. 680 News Time, 1:39.
Getting a Volkswagen is a whole new feeling. Imagine the roar of a wild tiger. That's the engine beneath you. Picture your goosebumps at the top of a roller coaster. That's German engineering at your fingertips. Now, imagine the shrieking laughter of a kid. That's your kid in the backseat. We can't really help you with that. Get up to a $4,000 cash purchase bonus on select 2019 models or finance from 0% for up to 72 months on other select 2019 models at the Autobahn for All event. Offer ends March 31st. Volkswagen.
Now the 680 News gas price update, as Emperor predicted, the price did not change at midnight. It's holding at 102.9 cents a liter at most GTA stations, but the trend is calling for a drop of 10 cents by midweek. 680 News Time, 1:40.
First, your disability insurer denies your long-term disability claim, and then your employer threatens to fire you if you don't return to work. Sound familiar? My name is Aaron Waxman, and if your disability insurer denies your disability claim for any reason, or if your employer threatens to fire you because you're too sick to work, call me at 416-661-4878. And don't worry about upfront legal fees, because there are none. At my law firm, we only get paid when you get paid. And before you call, you should always remember that there are no bad questions. 416-661-4878 or on your cell phone at pound LTD.
My name is Kate, and my son goes to Tyndale University. I suggested Tyndale because I want a university that will build on the foundation we built as a family. A university that will shape my child, where he can grow and learn academically and in his faith to better prepare him for success. Where professors don't just teach, but mentor my child to become the person they're meant to be.
Find out more. Go to Tyndale.ca. That's Tyndale with a Y.ca.
680 News Time, 1:41. Time for traffic and weather together on the ones. How are the roads looking out there, Craig?
Oh, not too bad, Madison. We have a few problems out there, and they're on the 401 both directions. So westbound, let's start with the northbound Allen ramp to the west 401. That could be a problem if you need to use it. It's blocked. And then south of the airport, the transfer into the collectors is blocked off there, so you won't be able to get into the 410 lanes if you usually transfer here. This is because of a crash in the same stretch in the express. It's blocking the two right lanes, and they've also closed down the transfer. I do see some movement by the MTO now, so we'll see if they reopen this shortly, but it was for a vehicle rollover. If you need the 410, take the 409 to southbound 427, and then you'll end up in the collectors on the westbound 401 and be able to get onto the 410 if you need it. Here, Ontario and Mavis ramps are closed to the westbound 401, and we have some rolling closures scheduled tonight, so all lanes will be blocked at Mavis on the westbound 401. Looks to be open through there right now, but then two left lanes are blocked from James Snow over to Highway 25, slight delays through here. Eastbound on the 401, as you approach Mississauga Road, we have some rolling closures through this stretch too that you can expect to be held up at, but it seems to be moving at the moment. And then the southbound Morningside ramp to the eastbound 401, that's closed down tonight too. Though that's it. That's really all she wrote for the construction. We do have a bit on the southbound 427, but it's not causing any problems. Your next report is at 1:51. Let's check the forecast now with Adam Stiles.
Wet weather throughout the early morning hours will hold on until about midday. Daytime highs near 11 degrees and then falling into the evening hours. As we'll see the cold front moving through and winds going from the southwest to the northwest, as high as 50 kilometers per hour. We'll likely see about 10 millimeters of rain. Clearing out by the morning tomorrow and 2 degrees below the freezing mark for the morning low.
So the wind's going to flip back to
3. That's going to be one of the cooler days we'll see during the work week.
So that's 100 kilometers. So if you go out and it's blowing in one direction, you come back, it's blowing the other direction. That's 100 kilometers.
Of 11 in the forecast.
Downtown Toronto right now, 11 degrees and overcast sky, and over at Pearson Airport, similar conditions there and the same temperature. Still to come on 680 News.
March break programming and child care centers run by the City of Toronto could close if talks fail with the inside workers.
I look at it glass half full.
The city manager is counting on a deal.
680 News Time.
I look at it as glass half full. What does that mean?
Bank has one of Canada's lowest mortgage rates.
Hey.
Open up.
In fact, they're so good our lawyers are nervous.
This isn't funny. This is serious.
For a limited time, get an interest rate of 1.99% on a 3-year fixed closed-term high-ratio mortgage.
Let me in.
Oh, hey, legal.
Finally. Rates are subject to change without notice. A high-ratio mortgage is when a customer obtains a personal mortgage with mortgage default insurance with HSBC Bank Canada. Visit hsbc.ca/first home for details and restrictions.
HSBC. Together we thrive. Some things just go together. Like GMC Sierra's 20-inch black gloss wheels and trailering package. With these impressive features and more, you'll look like a pro while taking on any project. Truck Month is on now. Lease the powerfully efficient 2020 GMC Sierra 1500 Crew Cab Black Edition for $158 bi-weekly. That's like $79 weekly at 1.9% for 24 months for $2,900 down. Visit gmcoffers.ca or your local GTA dealer for details.
This is All News Radio, 680 News.
It's 11 degrees with an overcast sky. Good morning. I'm Madison Fitzpatrick in the 680 News Broadcast Center in downtown Toronto. Here are the top stories this hour. Canada officially has its first death from COVID-19. A man in his 80s from Vancouver. Meantime, health officials have announced 4 new cases of the virus, bringing the total in the province to 35. The stock market. It's okay.
Sorry. We're high too.
First worst
the middle of the
day
night.
in
You're
trading
supposed to
since the
fuck shit
Gulf
up to
War.
wake
Richard
us up.
Southern
It's
has
okay.
more about the big day and how it can lead to a big discount at the pumps. And coming up after sports, more on major sports leagues in North America restricting access to player locker rooms. 680 News Time, 1:45. Now, 680 Sports and Sportsnet 590 The Fan. Here's Show Ali.
The Raptors toughed out a 101-92 win on the road against the Jazz, and afterwards, Nick Nurse sent some praise to the short rotation.
The biggest thing that they were doing was they were feeding off each other really well. There was a lot of kicking out there. There was great spacing for each other. But, I think there's 7 guys here. We kind of rolled with 7 in the second half, and I thought all of them, really were really good.
Some injury news as well, as Norm Powell sprained his left ankle and did not return. Raptors don't play again until Saturday when they take on the Detroit Pistons. So finally in the NHL, including the Jets being the Coyotes 4-2.
Not even one, I'm the chief of these lands here. Tell Anna Green Gables she needs a pap smear. Kill the
Yeah, crazy shootings and things going on up here. Just crazy shit. I know there's places with more, but the shit that happens here is just crazy.
disrespectful whenever I lift the pencil. I'm hoping the shit offends you. I'm fisting lesbian bitches while spitting on
So they haven't said nothing. I haven't checked nothing on the internet yet. They haven't said nothing about this 4 homicides in Hamilton. I'm talking all over the song. I'm gonna shut up and roll it down.
Disrespectful whenever I lift the pencil. I'm hoping the shit offends you. I'm fisting lesbian bitches while spitting on instrumentals. You get the picture. I'm the sickest indigenous spitter ever living. Never been the percentage of pussy in me. My family is legendary. Residential school survivors, persistence is necessary. Tried to kill us, you couldn't do it. We're invincible, it's hereditary. And by the looks of you, you wouldn't do any. I'm not a fan of you, but you'd be looking too friendly. Smack the food from out the back, you tried to disrespect me. I will tell you that you're in this past.
The labels have to match up 6 rounds. I shouldn't care.
We've been hungry on the rest, trying to make our 4 cents, but we short
For 2 pennies.
Yeah, my mood is edgy, I'm hungry. Somebody told me that my food was ready. Yo, who the fuck do I gotta prove to that I shoot too deadly? Since I'm papoose, I've been cuckoo. Who you wanna push? I move too steady. This that boom bap flow. Call me Blues Cap Kenny. This that Tupac and Sitting Bull in a room full of bitches in the nude sipping Henny. I've been in the woods with my do-rag sweating. I got my moose cat ready. I'm out here hunting in this bitch. I do that heavy, and if you ain't from the rest, there ain't nothing you can tell me. I got to screw loose, but you knew that already. Got to get that dough like I used to at daycare. Fuck trying to play fair. I can just construct another way to make my paper. I'm getting great at my craft. I've been amazing at rap since 97 and 87. I got to
Why do I do all that? I'm gonna hold it in my
yeah,
hand.
we would make it before we die. And then I lost him to suicide. It was a shock to
Don't
my
get it
body,
twisted. I'm
but
not trying to
I'm
watch
alright. I made
myself
him a
on the
promise
screen.
that we
I
would
just
be
want to
the
know what the
greatest
angles
band
are
we
for
did.
later if I want
So
to fucking
tonight, all
shoot
you
something else.
motherfuckers are gotta die. I'm hoping these above, watching the bodies that I've been piling up. This is survival of the fittest. I'm conditioned for anything. Native overqualified.
I forgot to hold it up while there's a
Try to
little
me, I'm
piece
like
in it.
Muhammad Ali in his prime. You sleep on me or dream of beating me. You better fucking apologize. Wanna whip me, you can holler on or off the mic. I'm a product of the Wabanaki tribe. I cannot be copied, I am one of one. I don't think you want a problem with me, son. Get the skinning and the scalping and I'm done. No emotion on my face, not even one. I'm the chief of these lands here. Tell Anna Green Gables she needs a pap smear. Kill the damn deer with my fucking bare hands last year. This is res life living, get some liquor and get stabbed here.
Get the fuck out of here,
Yeah, the derelict, free jazz. They ain't stopping to say. They ain't stopping. Check it. No Dreamcast. I was born to grow up, abandoned and poor. Take medications that make me tired and also sore. I never asked for this, it just kinda came. Now I'm trying to make money, I'm after the fame. Kids blame me for everything that went bad. My dad was an alcoholic, he drank till he passed. I lived in constant doubt, I always had to shout to get my point across. I lived in about 100 different people, never had the same bed for a month. I felt alone, they kept on changing my meds, they kept on changing my mood. My parents kicked me out when I was 12, it's nothing new, that's how I was raised. Went through all elementary school getting hazed. I met this girl, my friendship went terribly wrong, but that's just another reason for emotion in this song. Life is what you make it, through the thick and the thin. Been lost in the struggle, still I'm striving to win. Sin in my soul boils these decisions down. King of depression held down by a glittering crown. After Pops died, Mama had a heap on the back. Now I'm trying to make fat stacks off of these tracks, trying to be the best. And all these things that I do, take from the world. I represent infinite truth. Trife times, night crimes make me want to give in. No surrendering from all those places I've been. This is for my bad health and the things I create. This is for my world and all of the things that I state. Every moment above ground is a gift from above. Through the pains in the field, drugs, hate, and the love. Gotta keep trucking even if I might break shit. And all the people keep telling me you're gonna make it.
The black gangs divide into two warring clans, the Crips and the Bloods of Pyroos.
Pyroos over there, Crips over here,
Black street gangs identify themselves by the colors they wear. The Pyroos wear red, the Crips wear blue. Blue jackets, blue trousers, blue laces in their shoes.
Blue bandana around the banana, nigga, that's Crip shit. Shoes with blue string, nigga, that's Crip shit. Flag with a blue bit, nigga, that's that's crip shit. Wait, cuz it's low. Nigga, that's crip shit. Bandana around the banana. Nigga, that's crip shit. Shoes with blue string. Nigga, that's crip shit. Flag with a blue pin. Nigga, that's crip shit. Wait, cuz it's low. Nigga, that's crip shit. Blue and black flannel. Clip full of ammo. Bad work sack stashed in the door panel. Blue gloves, gripping brain. Blue diamonds in my chain. Blue rag around my brain. Make it obvious I bang. Crip is the gang. Since I knew it ain't changed. I tried rocking red, but it made me feel strange. Some folks get their flame on, but not T-Lo. I'ma keep it true blue till the day I croak. With blue this and blue that. Blue shoes and blue hat. Royal blue, baby blue, navy blue, yeah that. On some trip shit, watch your mouth and get your lips hit. Leave them things bloody like you put on some lipstick. I don't say trip cause there's nothing to prove. You don't like how I'm dressed low, make you move. This crip motherfucker, and I bow down to none. Ain't scared to catch a fade or to whip out the drum. Bandana around the banana, nigga, that's crip shit. Shoes with blue string, nigga, that's crip shit. Flag with a blue fin, nigga, that's crip shit. White cut low, nigga, that's crip shit. Bandana around the banana, nigga, that's crip shit. Shoes with blue string, nigga, that's crip shit. Flag with a blue fin, nigga, that's crip shit. White cut low, nigga, that's crip shit. And I see saying seed up on everything I love. Royal Navy, baby, plus every other word is cuz. Have the left side the bandana match with the chugs. Same color laces, never have a wheel, give a fuck. I was brought up on this crip shit, I take it to the coffin. Real niggas put me on, I stood far from the off-brands. A slip for the tongue, might just have you a marked man. I wouldn't give a fuck, cause that's the life that I'm caught in. C6 wearing red now, cuz not too often, ain't no love lost though. I just gotta keep it bossing, and I roll up on a nigga like he popped the blue dot. Finesse, hands-on training, gotta get some new partners. I crip shit, I bang every motherfucking day. Been stabbed, been jumped every motherfucking way. Still no big here, nigga, cause I ride for my color. I'll forever keep it true. This is crip, motherfucker. Blue bandana around the banana, cause that's crip shit. Shoes with the blue string, nigga, that's crip shit. Flag with a blue fin, nigga, that's crip shit. Keep weight cause of law, cause that's crip shit. Blue bandana around the banana, nigga, that's crip shit. Shoes with the blue string, nigga, that's crip shit. Flag with a blue fin, cause that's crip shit. Keep weight cause of law, nigga, that's crip shit. D-O-N-E-Y, the L-O-C. A-ball got the C-R-I-P. Nigga, this is crip shit. Lumpy doggy fisted, pledge allegiance to the rack. Two fingers spread, two fingers twisted. Keep it gangster till I got wine. Get in the what? I'm in the blue low, no white beater and chuds. No seatbelt because strapped up. See, I pity with a little bit of lick in my cup. See, walking through the front, just skipping in the mud. Wrong side of the tracks and we was getting them up. Used to get it, boys, the blues about getting with us. They used to get the heads up. Now tiny gangster bust. Unload big clips and put your dick in the dust. 719-303, come fucking with us. I'm sticking to the script trick, never ran a switch shit. 30 years on mine, cause I'm riding for this crip shit. Bandana around the banana, nigga, that's crip shit. Nigga, that's crip shit. Flag with a blue pin, nigga, that's crip shit. Wait, cuz it's low. Nigga, that's crip shit. Bandana around the banana, nigga, that's crip shit. Shoes with blue string, nigga, that's crip shit. Flag with a blue pin, nigga, that's crip shit. Wait, cuz it's low, nigga, that's crip shit.
The jackets with trousers, blue laces, and their shoes.
Nigga, that's crip shit.
The jackets with trousers, blue laces, and their shoes.
Prison jumpsuits and
nigga, that's crip shit.
Jackets with trousers, blue laces, and their shoes.
Nigga, that's crip shit.
The jackets with trousers, blue laces, and their shoes.
Nigga, that's crip shit.
Sometimes I'm gonna need this for some reason. I picked all the tracks on here. I should be more aware of what I picked. I don't know what just happened.